Okay.
Are you ready?
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find award-winning schools for students of all ages in a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Great things are happening in Haysville, a beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities, great people, great neighborhoods, a great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville now.
It's summer in Haysville, with families enjoying our hometown market, plenty of summer activities, and celebrations to last a lifetime. Join us for summertime fun.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And hello, everybody. It's baseball time in Haysville. Todd Hook, Chris Worrell is off tonight, so it'll just be voice only tonight. So he'll be here describing the action. First of three with the Great Bend Batcats. They come in 1-5 on the season, and they are coached by Cooper Ray and Jackson Jones. Here's how the Batcats will go. Austin McNichols will lead it off out of LSU Shreveport. Reese Johnson will be over at shortstop and hit second. He's out of Sam Houston. Blaine Ray will hit third. He will play out in center field out of KU. In the cleanup spot will be Chris Swanberg. He will be over at first base out of Southwest Tennessee Community College. Hitting fifth will be Zach Barron. He'll be out in right field out of Cuesta College. And Gavin Johnson will hit sixth, and he will be out of San Houston. He will do the catching. The designated hitter will be Seth Gerard out of Rogers State. McKay Banks will be out in left out of Regis. And rounding out the order will be Thomas Alexander out of Regis University. He will be over at third base. Defensively for the Aviators, left to right in the outfield will be Cross, Nagowski, Kusanada. Nixon will be over third. Omahan at short. Diarra's over at second base. Jaquetta over at first. Byron Smith behind the dish, and Byron Smith will do the catching. First pitch to Austin McNichols in there for a strike. Actually, Smith will do the catching, and Andres Hackman will be on the mound. Right-hander. And he swings through that one. He is behind 0-2, just underway here in Haysville. Hot and windy night, 99 degrees heat index 103. Keep the fluids going. Lots of wind tonight, blowing out at 30. Feels like a blast furnace. We do get to sit in the shade tonight since we're not filming, so there's a blessing there. We'll take him. 1-2 now to Austin McNichols. He is the second baseman at LSU Shreveport. Hit .239 last summer for the Baltimore Redbirds. He is a right-handed hitter. Great Bend 1-8. Hackman out of Minot State. That is a little bouncer. That's going to be cut off by Nixon over to first in time for out number one. Good start for the Aviators. Nixon came and got the high hopper, and that will do it for McNichols. Reese Johnson now, he is out of Sam Houston. He is a shortstop, sets up from the left side, so it'll be a right-on-left matchup. Batcats in their dark green tops with blue striping and white breeches. Shows bunt and takes a strike. No balls and a strike now to Reese Johnson. We apologize for the wind. We can't do anything about that tonight. Just put a hat on and make it look good. So dark blue, white pants. That is fouled away down the left side. Reese Johnson in the hole now, 0-2. Aviators in their powder blue tops, white breeches, and powder blue socks. And I'm in khaki shorts and an Aviator shirt. That swung on and missed, and that'll do it for Reese Johnson. 2 outs now here in the inning. Top of the first, just underway from Haysville. Great Bend 1-5. Aviators 2-4 on the season. Here is Blaine Ray out of KU. Center field tonight. First pitch up and in. Started a couple of games for the Jayhawks. Got 23 at-bats in last season and hit .130. Expect him to be in the lineup a little bit more next year. And the 1-0. That is a good fastball at the letters. That'll even it up 1-1. Windy night here in southern Kansas. Very hot day today. It did break the century mark. And here's the 1-1. 2 outs. Nobody on. Swung on and missed. And Ray is in the hole 1-2. Just underway. McNichols led it off, bounced out to the third baseman, and Reese Johnson struck out. We have 2 outs, and you're up to date. That is popped foul. That'll just make the seats. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs now. Haysville alumni, campus alumni, Neil Lemons on the club tonight. That is high, 2-2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Blaine Ray. They are shading him over towards left. Quite a bit of room down the right center line. That is bounced to the right side. That'll get through for a base hit, so Ray is aboard here with 2 outs. Pretty good piece of hitting. Hit it right where it was pitched, in between the second baseman and the first baseman, and that will be a base hit for Ray. This will bring up the cleanup guy, Chris Swanberg. He's out of Southwest Tennessee Community College. Hit .268 in 41 games last year. He will step in from the left side. It will be a right-on-left matchup. Hackman out there. Hackman with the set. And the pitch, that's in there. He's ahead in the count, 0-1. 2 outs, runner at first base. 2-out base hit by Blaine Ray. Jaquetta holding him on over there. They play Swanberg straight away. Check of the sign, check of the runner. Runner goes. That is bounced to the shortstop. Omahen up with it over to first for out number 3. Omahen was sliding over to go ahead and cover, and that was good timing there. So that will be a 6-3, 3 outs here. We've played a half an inning. Aviators coming up. We'll be right back.
Raffle tickets are $5 each.
Wait for the things you want. Get it now at Hometown Sales Lease. Why wait for a killer TV or audio system? I don't want to wait. Why wait for efficient new kitchen and laundry appliances? Why wait for furniture with style or a comfortable new mattress? Get it now. Why wait for an awesome new computer? Get the leading brands, the latest styles, and the hottest features, all with flexible payments you can afford. No credit needed, no hassles, and delivery is included. Everyone is approved. Get it now at Hometown Sales Lease. I don't want to wait.
And welcome back. We go to the home half of the first. Here's how the Aviators will go. Shea Gutierrez will lead it off and play second base. Carter Cross will hit second and play left field. Damon Nixon will hit third and be over at third base. In the cleanup spot will be Zach Nagalski. He will be out in center. Luke Jakeda will be over at at first base and hit fifth. Blake Knoll will be the designated hitter and hit sixth. Byron Smith will be doing the catching and hit seventh. Hitting eighth will be Jack Cusinata. He will be out in right field, and rounding out the order will be Trevor Omahen. He will play shortstop tonight. Defensively for the Batcats, out in left field, Banks. Ray in center, Barron over in right. Alexander at third. Reese Johnson over at shortstop. McNichols second base. Swanberg at first. Gavin Johnson will do the catching, and on the mound will be Justin Obla. Obla will be a freshman at Arkansas Tech. Out of high school, he was an All-Texas Region honorable mention. So it'll be Gutierrez, Cross, and Nixon. Gutierrez out of Incarnate Word. First pitch to him is high and away, ball one. Shea hitting .263 on the season, and he takes a big hack at that one. That one was up in the zone, but just got a piece of it. 1 ball and 1 strike now. 10 hits on the season for Gutierrez. He's driven in 5. Over at second base tonight, steps in from the right side. Right on right matchup. Oblas is a tall, lanky right-hander. He will be headed to Arkansas Tech next fall. And a pitch that is popped foul down the left side. A lot of people giving chase, but that will fall. A lot of room here at Vulcan Field. Big ballpark. 350 down the line, 375 in the alleys, and they say 425 to center field, and I believe it. Wind blowing straight out to center. It is sustained at 25 with gusts to 35. Temperature cooling off to 98, if you can believe that. Might need a jacket before it's over. And here's the 1-1 to Shea Gutierrez. And the pitch. That is down to left field. And that will be a base hit. Banks tried to come and get it. Then he tried to get the short hop. It got by him. And that will be a single and an error. And Gutierrez into second base. So Banks a little unsure as to how he was going to approach that ball. And at the last minute tried to get the short hop, and it got by him. So Carter Cross now out of the University of Nebraska hitting .324. 11 hits on the season. He'll step in from the right side. Cross out in left field tonight. First pitch to him. Long checks of the runner. Got to figure Cross might step out. Finally, here's the pitch. That is driven to center. Ray back and to his left. He is under it. Makes the play. Runner is going to tag into third base. Bang, bang play, and Gutierrez is gunned down. Looked like he got in under. Good throw there by Ray, and Gutierrez is erased. So the threat of a run for the Aviators is erased here in the bottom of the first. Two outs now. Here is Damon Nixon out of Florence Darlington Tech. Steps in from the left side. He is a switch hitter, so he'll hit left-handed, and he swings through the first one and misses. Good off-speed pitch there from Oblas. And the count is 0-1. Nixon hitting .217. 5 hits on the season. He has driven in 3. And that is inside. Count even now, 1-1. 2 outs now in the inning. We're in the bottom of the first. Aviators got great bend in nice fashion in inning number 1. Excuse me, swing. That is going to be fouled down the left-hand side. 1-2 now to Damon Nixon. Nixon over at third base today. He has been used as a DH before. Right fielder is deep and somewhat closer to the line, so a lot of room in left center, or right center. That is a call strike, and that'll do it. So the Aviators will go in order. And we've played one from Haysville. No score. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find miles of lighted hike and bike trails that take you through beautiful neighborhoods and parks. Visit our activity center and see what you've been missing.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Are you ready?
And welcome back. We go to the top of the second. No score from Haysville. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 for the Batcats. It'll be Zach Barron leading it off out of Cuesta College. 41 games last year, hit .329. He is in right field tonight. This will be his first look at Hackman. Hackman out for inning number 2 of work. And he takes a pitch high. Ball 1. And that is wide, ball 2. So a little bit of trouble here for Hackman to start it off. And the 0-2, that is, or 2-0 is in there for a call strike. 2-1 now. 2 balls and 1 strike. Nobody out. We're in the top of the second. Todd Hook bringing you all the action tonight. Chris Worrell has the night off, so no video if you're looking for pictures. That is swung on and missed. Good live fastball from Hackman with some movement, and that evens it up 2-2. And here's a 2-2. That is high and away, 3-2 now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2, nobody out. Leadoff man in the top of the second, Zach Barron out of Cuesta. And he takes inside, just missed. Doesn't miss by much, but that'll be a leadoff walk for the Batcats. That's been the issue for the Aviators so far this year is walks. Here is Gavin Johnson. He is the catcher out of Sam Houston. Steps in from the left side, left on right matchup. Top of the second just underway. Plenty of time to get out here if you're in the area. Runner at first base. Nobody out. Throw over. And Barron back in there. Be audio only tomorrow night also. So bear with us. Chris will be back on Saturday night to finish up this series with the Batcats. First of 3. All games start at 7 o'clock. That is swung on and missed. Good fastball from Hackman. That was running away from him in a hurry. 1 ball and 1 strike. Johnson out of Sam Houston, hitting from the left side. Runner at first. No small ball so far for the Batcats. Throw over. That almost gets away from Jaquetta. Good play over there. And Barron back in there. One and one now. Each club has a hit apiece. No errors yet. Nixon creeping in from third, thinking he might bunt. And a fastball just missed high. 2 and 1. Aviators 2 and 4 on the season in the Jayhawk League play. We'll get to those standings in just a moment. Lots of movement in the last couple of days. Throw over. He is back in there. Pitchers and first basemen need to handle the baseball with care. There is a lot of room in foul ground. Any ball that gets by the first baseman will likely be 2 bases. And a 2-1. Throws over. And he's back in there. Barron going back in head first. Zach Barron played in 41 games last spring, so pretty much an everyday player. Probably runs a little. And that's why Hackman is keeping close. Looks like the runner goes and fouled back. Boy, he had a good jump. Hackman needs to hold that ball just a split second longer, maybe take a little bit of the spring out of his step. One ball and 2 strikes to Gavin Johnson. Johnson will be headed back to Sam Houston next year. They play him straight away. And that is inside. Pretty good off-speed pitch there from Hackman. Just missed. 2-2 now. Nobody out. Leadoff man Barron over at first base. He drew a leadoff walk, and you're up to date. No score yet. 2-2. Hackman with the check. He's going to hold it a little longer. And the runner goes. The throw down is in plenty of time. So Smith throws him out, and that'll be a caught stealing for Barron. Looked like the umpire was thinking about a safe call. Looks like Coach is going to come over and talk about it. But that is going to be a 2-4 caught stealing. Gutierrez put the tag on in a hurry. Not sure what the coach is complaining about. It's pretty much visible from where we were at. He was out in plenty of room. So Byron Smith throws out another one. Not too many guys have been successful at running on Byron Smith. 1 out now. And a 3-2. That's inside. That's a good thing, because Gavin Johnson will walk. He will be down at first base. Barron was erased with the caught stealing, so 1 out. Runner at first base. Here is the 7th man in the order, Seth Girardi. Girardi out of Rogers State will hit from the right side, 1 out. And the pitch from Hackman. Good fastball in there for a strike. And he's ahead in the count 0-1. Great Bend 1-5 in the Jayhawk League. Got here a little late today. They didn't have any time for in and out. Got a few hacks in the cage and took the field. And the pitch. That is bounced to the right side. Gutierrez up with it. Over to short for 1. Back to second. Back to first. Not in time. Omahen had a little trouble getting it out of his glove, but they did get the lead man. So Girard will be on with a fielder's choice. And Johnson forced out at second base. Ball wasn't hit really hard, so not something they could have turned easily. 2 outs now. Here is McKay Banks out of Regis. Steps in from the right side. First pitch to him. That is swung on and missed. So good fastball from Hackman. 2 outs now. Runner at first base. Banks hitting in the 8th spot. He is playing left field. And the 0-1. And he tried to check his swing. Looks like he did. They're not going to appeal. Count even now, 1-1. Top of second, no score from Haysville. Setting here adjacent to the best seat in the house. Throw over, and Girard back in there. One, 2 outs. Aviators trying to get off the field. And the pitch. That is popped foul. That'll make it out of play. Got a Little League game going on behind us, so foul balls going into the crowd is an adventure. Top of second, runner at first base. Girard, he is over there. He reached on a fielder's choice. And the pitch. That's high. 2-2 now to McKay Banks. Banks out in left field, right-handed hitter. And the pitch to him. Long look from Hackman. That is swung on, just got it in on his hands, just got a piece of it, and he will remain alive. Smith behind the dish tonight, took yesterday off. New catcher Stoltz caught yesterday. Smith did need a day off the night before. He kind of got his bell rung a couple of times, so he needed a day to get the cobwebs knocked out. Anyway, 2-2. Here it is. That is in on his kitchen and fouled back. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're in the top of the second. No score from Haysville. Both clubs have a hit apiece. Very grateful for the Aviator staff that run the merchandise tent. They found my notes, so I had something to talk about. Here's the 2-2. Off-speed pitch just floats outside. That'll run it to full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Girard will be off with the pitch. And here's the 3-2. Hackman with a good long look. He has the sign, the kick. Here it is. That is in on his hands. Foul. That'll be down the third base side. And everybody will go back. 3-2 remains. First of 3 with the Batcats. This is a Jayhawk League game. The Aviators took 1 of 2 from Oklahoma City on Tuesday and Wednesday. Lost Tuesday night and won last night. And a 3-2. That is pop foul. Good at bat here by McKay Banks. So this will be pitch number 9 coming to McKay. 3-2, 2 outs. Runner at first base. And we'll try it again. Hackman with the pitch. That is in on his hands again. Good location from Hackman. He is on the inner half and on McKay Banks' hands. Too close to take. So he's fouled out a lot of pitches. He has fouled off 7 pitches so far this at bat, making Hackman work for it. Throw over. And Gerard is back in there head first. Andres Hackman on the mound. Right-hander with the sign. Here is the 3-2. Off-speed pitch. Just missed outside. Looked like it caught a little bit of the outside corner. Umpire says no, so that'll be a 2-out walk for McKay Banks. So third walk of the inning here for Hackman. Here is the 9-hole man, Thomas Alexander. He's the third baseman out of Regis University. Alexander will step in from the right side, so it will be a right-on-right matchup. First pitch to him, runners at first and second. Here it is. That is a slow roller to the third baseman. Nixon charging up with it over to first in time. Good play by Nixon over at third. Had to come hard, field and throw at the same time, but that'll do it for the Batcats. We've played 1.5, no score from Haysville. We will be right back.
Haysville, where you'll find award-winning schools for students of all ages in a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Great things are happening in Haysville. A beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities. Great people, great neighborhoods. A great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. We go to the home half of the second. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 for the Aviators. No score from Haysville. It'll be Nagalski, Jaquetta, and Null scheduled. And the first pitch, that is low, ball 1. Nagalski hitting .238 on the season, has driven in 5 with 5 hits. First look at Oblas, and that is away. 2 balls and no strikes, no outs. Aviators win in order in the first. And the 2-0. That is high and in, 3-0. So 3 straight balls to Nagalski. And the 3-0. That is in there for a strike on the outside corner. 3-1 now to the center fielder, Nagalski, out of the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. They play him straight away and deep. That is high, and he'll walk him. So the leadoff man will walk here in the bottom of the second. So Nagalski aboard. Here is Luke Jaquetta. Nobody out, a runner at first base. Here's Jaquetta. He is the first baseman. And he's fooled on the first pitch, takes a haphazard swing, and he's down in the count 0-1. Good off-speed pitch from Oblas. No balls and a strike. Oblas with the stretch. Off-speed pitch. Just catches the outside corner, 0-2. Looked like a straight change there from Oblas. Anyway, he's ahead in the count of 0-2. Pretty good lead over there by Nagalski. Always a threat to run. Wouldn't be surprised if would start the runner right here. That is off-speed pitch is popped up. Looks like the catcher, Gavin Johnson, will call. And it's in and out of his glove. And new life for Jaquetta. Every pop-up and fly ball is going to be an adventure today. Wind gusting at least to 30 to 35. Sustained at 20 to 25. So big wind today. So everything will be an adventure. Can't take anything for granted. 0-2 now. Nobody out. Runner at first base. That is popped foul down the right side. And that'll just get out of play. Swanberg over to take a look at it. That almost blew back in.
Foul balls are property of the Aviators.
Swanberg over at first base. Alexander at third. Reese Johnson at shortstop. And McNichols over at second base. Aviators 2-4. They can even it up on this series. That is high. 1-2 now to Luke Jaquetta. Luke hitting 188. 3 hits on the season. He's driven in 3. Lots of wind. It just almost blew my mouse off the table. That is wide. Count is even now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Banks, Ray, and Barron out in the outfield. They play Jaquetta straight away. And that is swung on and missed. That was up in the zone, but too close to take, and that'll be it for Luke Jaquetta. Out number 1 now. Here is the designated hitter, Blake Knoll. Knoll will step in from the right side. He'll get his first look at Oblas. Knoll out of Howard Payne University, hitting .217. First pitch, runner goes, throw down, and it is in plenty of time. And Nagalski will be erased. So both clubs with a caught stealing. That's 2 outs now. So it'll be up to Blake Knoll to keep things going. If he gets aboard, it'll be Byron Smith. Not sure whether they called that a strike or a ball, so we'll just wait and see what the umpire has to say. Here's the pitch from Oblas. Big cut from Knoll, swung on and missed. 1-1 now to Blake Knoll. Knoll in the DH spot. Also spends time over at first base. That is outside. Just missed. Tried to get it to cut across the outside corner. Just was too far out. 2 balls and a strike now to Blake Knoll. That is swung on and missed. And that'll even it up 2-2. Good off-speed pitch there from Oblas. 5 hits for Knoll. He's driven in 2. And a 2-2. That is a good fastball in the outside corner, and Knoll will go down looking for out number 3. So we've played 1.5. No score from Haysville. We will be right back.
It's summer in Haysville, with families enjoying our hometown market, plenty of summer activities, and celebrations to last a lifetime. Join us for summertime fun.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the third. Still no score from Haysville. It'll be 9-1-2 for the Great Bend Batcats. Andres Hackman out for inning number 3. Hackman, 8 innings of work so far this year. He's given up 7 hits, 9 runs, 4 earned, 11 strikeouts, and 6 walks. ERA of around 4.50. So it'll be Thomas, Alexander, McNichols, and Johnson. Alexander, the third baseman. First pitch to him is high, ball 1. Alexander out of Regis University. And the 1-0. That is bounced, and that'll get through the middle for a leadoff base hit. So the Batcats in order have the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for the Batcats, number 13, Reese Johnson.
So it'll be Reese Johnson now. Actually be Austin McNichols. He will step in from the left side. 0 for 1 tonight. Bounced out to the left side. And the first pitch to him is wide. Actually, that was Austin McNichols. Got a hitter behind. Doing all this control work kind of gets me all fouled up, but we'll figure it out, and I appreciate you bearing with me. So this is Reese Johnson. And that is inside. 3 balls and no strikes. Johnson 0 for 1 today. Strikeout in the first. He's out of Sam Houston State. And here's the 3-0. Throw over. And McNichols back in there. McNichols over at first. He led it off with a base hit. Aviators have let the leadoff man get on the last 2 outings. Here's the 3-0. Throw over. Back in time. 3 balls and no strike. Runner at first. We're in the top of the third. Still no score. 2 hits for the Batcats, 1 for the Aviators. 3-0 now to Reese Johnson. He's the shortstop. Hits from the left side. That is bounced through the left side for a base hit just past a diving Omahan. And that'll be back-to-back base hits for the Batcats. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Here is Blaine Ray. Ray out of KU. Got into actually started 2 games last season. 23 plate appearances, hit 130. He'll step in from the right side, try to get the Batcats across home plate for the first time tonight. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. They'll play in front of the runner. Shows bunt. Corner's charging. And he takes a strike. No balls and a strike. And the 0-1. Hackman slowing things down a little bit. Runners at first and second. Still nobody out. Top of third. That's a good cut fastball. Just missed the inner half. 1-1. Pretty good pitch there from Hackman. Good take there by Blaine Ray. That would have caused him to do nothing but break his bat and probably ground out. 1-1. Ray will try to at least have a productive out here and move the runners over. And the 1-1. Good overhand curveball. That's in there for a strike. 1-2 now to Ray. He's out in center field tonight. I wouldn't want any part of the outfield tonight with this wind blowing. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And here it is. Off-speed pitch just missed outside. 2-2 now. Pretty good pitch there from Hackman. Looks like that caught part of the outside corner. Umpire says no. 2-2 now. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. Base hits from McNichols and Johnson. Here it is. That is fouled away. Good fastball right down the middle. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. First of 3 with the Batcats. We will have game 2 tomorrow night. It'll be voice only. And the video portion of the Dog and Pony Show will be available on Saturday night. Here is the 2-2. Off-speed pitch swung through and missed, and that's a big out. Blaine Ray will go down swinging for out number 1. Here comes the cleanup man, Chris Swanberg. He bounced out to the left side in the first inning. Swanberg, the first baseman, hits from the left side out of Southwest Tennessee Community College. Hit .268 last year, pretty much an everyday player. First pitch to him from Hackman after a long look. That is a good fastball on the outside corner. Good movement there. And Hackman ahead, 0-1. No balls and a strike. And that is bounced to the right side foul. He's in the hole, 0-2. That's a good pitch in on his hands, up a little bit. No balls and 2 strikes, 1 out. Aviators would like to get a nice crisp double play ball right here and get out of it. Oh, and 2 now to Chris Swanberg, the first baseman. And that is off-speed pitch, misses high and away. Not even close, 1-2. They're going to shade him a little bit towards the line and left. A lot of room in right center. A lot of room everywhere in this ballpark. Big ballpark. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And here it is. That is bounced up the middle, and that'll get through for a base hit. They will send the runner. And here's the throw to the plate. That is way up the line. And Swanberg will be into second base. And the Batcats strike first. They lead it 1-0 now. Johnson over to third. Second and third now. Swanberg down to second base because the cutoff man was missed. Here is Zach Barron. Barron out of Cuesta College, hit .329, pretty much an everyday player. Right-handed batter. He was out in right field tonight. Walked and then was caught stealing in the second. Second and third, 1-0 Batcats. We're in the top of the third. First pitch to Barron. That is in on his hands, a little flare. That'll drop foul down the first base line. Jaquetta unable to get there, just fisted it over there. Wasn't very high. No balls and a strike to Barron. Oh, and 1 out. And here it is. That is swung on and missed. 0-2. Good fastball from Andres Hackman. Fastball and movement. Throwing into the wind, so getting a little more movement. 0-2. Hackman in desperate need of a strikeout right here. Corners are in. They're back in the middle. Looks like they're going to concede the run for for the out. That is low and away, 1-2 now. 1 ball and 2 strikes. We're in the top of the third. 2 hits in the inning for the Batcats. 1 run across. They lead it 1-0. 4 hits so far on the night for the Batcats. And the 1-2. Off-speed pitch is fouled away. Pretty good at bat here by Zach Barron.
Just a reminder, fans, all foul balls are property of the Aviators. They can be returned to the concession stand for a small prize.
One ball and 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of 3, 1-0 Batcats. Here it is. Swung on and missed, and that'll do it for Barron. Good fastball up around the letters by Hackman, and that's out number 2. 4th strikeout of the game for Hackman. Here is Gavin Johnson. Johnson out of Sam Houston, walked and bounced into a force play in the second. He is 0 for 1. And the first pitch is swung on and fouled back. Hackman ahead 0-1. Johnson hits from the left side. This will be Gavin Johnson. We've got a couple of Johnsons. Reese Johnson and Gavin Johnson. Not sure whether they're related. Got to be somewhere along the line. 7 hits on the season for Gavin. And the first pitch, that is bounced to the left side. Nixon up with it over to first. Made it look easy. That ball was ripped. And that'll do it for the Batcats. Batcats get 1. We've played 2.5. 1-0. Great Bend. We'll be right back.
Don't forget to bid on the best seat in the house. The sponsor is Hometown Sales.
Wait for the things you want. Get it now at Hometown Sales Lease. Why wait for a killer TV or audio system? I don't want to wait. Why wait for efficient new kitchen and laundry appliances? Why wait for furniture with style or a comfortable new mattress? Get it now. Why wait for an awesome new computer? Get the leading brands, the latest styles, and the hottest features, all with flexible payments you can afford. No credit needed, no hassles, and delivery is included. Everyone is approved. Get it now at Hometown Sales Lease.
I don't want to wait anymore.
And welcome back. Go to the home half of the third. 7, 8, 9 for the Aviators. Batcats lead at 1-0. They get 1 in the top of the third. It'll be Smith, Cucinotta, and Omahan. Here is Byron Smith, the catcher. It's from the right side out of Point Loma. And the first pitch is wide, ball 1. Oblas out for inning number 3, 27 or 26 pitches through 2 innings. That is wide, ball 2, trying to pick at that outside corner. Smith hitting .290 on the season, 9 hits on the season. And the 2-0. That's high and away, 3-0. Got to wonder if they might turn Smith loose. 3 balls and no strikes. We will see. I wouldn't hesitate, but then again, I just feed the kid. And the 3-0 is high. That wasn't even close. 4 straight balls by Oblas, and that's the leadoff man aboard for the Aviators. leadoff man is aboard. Leadoff man has been aboard the last 3 innings. Aviators fail to capitalize. Here's the 8-hole man, Jack Cuccinata. He is the right fielder out of LaSalle, hitting 133, right-handed hitter. Good lead over there for Smith. He'll run a little. That is an off-speed pitch, just missed. That's 5 in a row by Oblas. 16 strikes and 15 balls. Not exactly the ball-to-strike ratio you are looking for. Looking for a 2-to-1 ball-to-strike ratio. That is a fastball swung through and missed. 1-1 now to Cuccinata. You want to get out here tomorrow night and register for the TV and recliner giveaway. That's in the dirt, blocked nicely by Gavin Johnson. That kept Smith from advancing. 2 balls and a strike now to Cuccinata. We are giving away a flat screen TV and a recliner Saturday night. One chance is $5 and 5 for 20. That is high. 3 balls and a strike now to Cuccinata. Might want to think about even taking another one. Oblas has lost a little bit of his command here in the bottom of the third, and that is high. That'll be back-to-back walks issued by Oblas. First and second now for the Aviators. Still no outs in the bottom of the third. Looks like we're going to have a visit to the mound. Looks like the skipper for the Batcats out to talk to him. While we're doing that, let's have a little this day in baseball history, June the 14th. Let's see what we can find here to tell you all about it. Here's a good one. In 1996, June the 14th, 1996, Orioles shortstop Cal Ripken Jr. surpasses Hiroshima Carp, third baseman for the Sakio Kanasa's world professional record, by playing in his 2,216th consecutive game. So basically, this day in baseball history, Cal Ripken Jr. went to work for the 2,216th straight day. That is absolutely remarkable. So that's this day in baseball history. No changes yet. Our broadcast position tonight is right behind home plate, in the shade, by the way, thanks to the staff for the Aviators and the merchandise folks sharing their area. Here is Trevor Omahan. And that is in there for a strike. Omahan's first look at Oblas. Looks like they have raffled off the best seat in the house. And that person gets to sit in the seat the rest of the night and have free concessions. They'll be snuggling up next to us. Here is the 0-1. Shows bunt, and that's a good one. Down the third base line, pitcher up with it over to first. Second baseman unable to handle it, and a run will score. So a successful sacrifice. Actually, that will be an error.
Batting next for the Aviators, number 1.
So Smith will score, and that'll tie it up 1-1. Cuccinata down to second base. Good bunt there by Trevor Omahan. Pitcher was off the bump in plenty of time. Makes the throw over to first. It was a little bit low, but McNichols covering, unable to handle it. And the Aviators have tied it up. Top of the order now here is Shea Gutierrez. He's 1 for 1 tonight. Base hit and was forced out in the first. Shows bunt, and that is down the third base line. They'll pick it up right on the line. Perfect bunt for Gutierrez, and that will be his second base hit of the ball game. Not sure why Oblas did not let that one go. That was right along the line and on the cutout. Thinking that probably would have rolled foul, but nonetheless, we will take it. Runners at the corners now. Still nobody out in the inning. Here's Carter Cross. Score is tied 1-1. We're in the bottom of the third. Oblas in some trouble here. Bases are loaded. Gutierrez down to second. Omahan over at first. And Cucinotta over at third. We got them loaded. 1 ball and no strikes. 1 run across. Aviators with an opportunity to break it open. That is in there as a strike at the knees, 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Carter Cross. 0 for 1 tonight. He's out of the University of Nebraska. Flew out to the center fielder in the first. Cross hitting .324. Off speed pitch. Just misses low and away. 2 balls and a strike. So the best seat in the house has been raffled off for tonight. That person gets to sit there the rest of the game. They're looking pretty fat and sassy sitting over here. 2-2 now. The TV and this recliner will be raffled off on Saturday night, so you need to get out here either tonight or tomorrow night and buy your chance. 1 chance for $5, 5 for $20. Don't want to miss that. 2-2 now. Bases are full of Aviators. Oblas with a long look. Here it is. Off-speed pitch. That is fisted into right field. 1 run will score. And the second run will score, and it's cut off and not in time. So Gutierrez is hustling around, scores from second. Cucinotta scores from third. And Cross in there with 2 RBIs.
Batting next for the Haysville.
He is over at first base. Omahan over at third now. First and third now. Here is Damon Nixon. Aviators now lead at 3-1. Looks like this is going to be it for Oblas. He will go 2 innings and will leave with the ball game in losing fashion. We'll let you know who the replacement is. Appreciate producer-director Chris Worrell for providing us with these fantastic instructions on how to get this feed started. If he wouldn't have taken the time to do it, we wouldn't be able to bring it to you. Looks like a right-hander for the Batcats. Looks like Nolan Riley will come in.
Now pitching for the Batcats, number 11, Nolan Riley.
He is out of Augusta, Kansas. He will be a freshman at Barton County Community College, 6'1", 185-pound right-hander. So he will come in. He will inherit first and third situation. We're in the bottom of the third. Aviators have gotten 3, taking the lead now. They lead at 3-1. Same 2 clubs tomorrow night. Game 2 of the series. Game 3 will be Saturday night at 7 o'clock. Tomorrow night, voice only. Saturday night, we'll have the whole shebang, voice and video. So you want to tune in for that one. Aviators 2-4 on the season. Trying to get to 3-4 tonight and maybe 500 in the Jayhawk League. While we're waiting, here are the standings as of today. Hayes leads the Jayhawk League at 5-1, followed by Derby 5-3, Liberal 4-3, Dodge 3-3. Remember, the Aviators took 2 of 3 from Dodge. El Dorado 3-4, followed by Haysville 2-4, and Great Bend 1-5. So Aviators with some work to do to get back in it in the league. Here is Damon Nixon, 0 for 1 tonight, a strikeout. He will hit from the left side. First pitch swinging, bounced foul down the right side. Nixon out of Florence Darlington, hitting .217 at the beginning of the day, 5 hits on the season. Switch hitter will go from the left side tonight. And the 0-1 is low and away, 1-1 now. 4 hits for Great Bend, 3 for the Aviators. Aviators lead it 3-0. Runners at first and third. Nobody out. Swung on and missed. Good hack at a fastball. Count goes to 1-2 to Damon. Swinging a pretty hot bat about a week ago. Has since cooled off a little bit. Here's the 1-2. That is foul down the left side. Count remains 1-2. Nobody out. They play him near the line and left, so a lot of room in left center. Center fielder straight away, right fielder. And the runner from first goes. Throw down. Not in time. So Cross will steal it. He will be at second base, so 2 runners now in scoring position. Nixon with a chance to drive in a couple right here with a base hit. 3 RBIs on the season. He could get it to 5 with a base hit right here. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it is. That is low. Riley comes in. He's the second pitcher of the night. He will take over for Oblas. Pitched 2 innings. And he got in trouble in the third. That is swung on and batted foul. Nixon stays alive. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Three-two, second and third, nobody out. 3 runs across. Off-speed pitch is low. Good take by Nixon. He will draw the walk, and that'll load him up. So good at bat by Damon Nixon. Aviators have him loaded for the cleanup guy, Zach Nagalski. Nagalski out of Wisconsin, Milwaukee. Walked in the second and was caught stealing. Bases loaded, nobody out. First pitch, that is driven deep to left center. Will the ballpark hold it? It is up against the wall. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. And Nagalski in there with a 2 RBI double. So just like that, the Aviators get 2 more. So Omahan will score and Cross will score. That will make it 5-1 now, Aviators. Here is Luke Giacchetta, strikeout victim in the second. Still nobody out. Bottom of the third. 4 across for the Aviators. That is inside. Ball 1. Wind continues to howl out of the southwest. The dirt is blowing unmercifully. Anything that isn't taped down, nailed down, blows away. And the 1-0. That's in there for a strike. 1-1 now. Good off-speed pitch from Riley. That is fisted to the right side. Second baseman checks the runner over to first, and the run will score. Nixon not exactly going on contact, but ball was deep enough for him to score. That'll be another run across. 5-1 now, Aviators. Giacchetta grounds out to the second baseman. 1 out here is Blake Knoll. First pitch swinging, skied to left. Banks has a beat on it, and it will land in front of him. Very confused on the pitch. That will go as a base hit for Knoll. And the throw gets away from the cutoff man, and Knoll hustling down to second base on the error.
Up next for the Aviators.
That was the 9th man to bat in the order. Smith led it off and walked and scored. He is out of Point Loma. One out, 7-1 now, Aviators. Things have fallen apart for the Batcats. That is an off-speed pitch in there at the letters for a strike. Smith hitting .290 out of Point Loma. He will have a new home next fall. And the pitch. Fastball is popped foul, 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at second base. The wind was playing some funny tricks on Banks. He looked like he was camped under that fly ball from Knoll. But at the last moment, it landed about 10 feet in front of him. And the 0-2. That is popped foul. Smith with a good battle here.
All foul balls are property of the Aviators and can be returned to the concession stand for a small prize.
Seven runs across now for the Aviators. They lead at 7-1 on 5 hits. And the pitch. Good off-speed pitch from Riley, and that will be out number 2. So Smith will go down looking. Here is Jack Cuccinata. Walked and scored in the 3rd, earlier in this inning, actually. The second at-bat of the inning. First look at Riley. Cuccinata out of LaSalle. And the pitch. Good fastball. That is just a bit high. Batcats faithful wanted that one. It was close. Goes the Aviators' way, 1-0. And that is in there for a strike. Good pitch on the inner half. 1 ball and 1 strike. 3rd inning, bottom of 3. Aviators score 7. They lead at 7-1. Runner at second base. And that is popped foul down the left side. Alexander giving chase. That'll be just out of play. That landed in our old broadcast position. I could have had that. Probably good I wasn't down there. I'd have fallen off of it, and that'd have been it for the rest of the year. So, blessings aside, 1-1. Cuccinata hitting .133. 5 hits on the season. Right fielder with a live arm. That is high. 1-2. Actually 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs. Here's the 2-2. Riley with a long look. Off-speed pitch swung through and missed, and that'll do it for the Aviators, but they get 7 and leave 1. We've played 3. 7-1 Aviators. We will be right back.
Sponsor from Hometown Sales and Lease.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find miles of lighted hike and bike trails that take you through beautiful neighborhoods and parks. Visit our activity center and see what you've been missing.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Are you ready?
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find award-winning schools for students of all ages in a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. Go to the top of the fourth. Batcats with a little bit of work to do. They trail the Aviators 7-1. 7, 8, 9 scheduled for the Batcats. It'll be Gerard, Banks, and Alexander. Seth Gerard, a designated hitter out of Rogers State. First pitch to him is wide, ball one. .62 pitches for Hackman. That is in there for a strike. 1-1 now. Top of four, the wind continues to howl. The dirt is blowing. Load up the wagons and head to California type of weather. Here it is. And that is low and away. 2 balls and a strike. That is in there for a strike. 2-2 now. Nobody out, top of four. Batcats get one in the third. And that is wide, 3-2. Girardi reached on a fielder's choice in the second. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, nobody on. Hackman out for the fourth inning of work. That is bounced. And that'll get through just past Omahan. He was shaded over towards third base. Long way to go, and that'll be a leadoff base hit for Gerard. Looks like a pinch hitter for Banks. Looks like it's going to be Madsen. Madsen will hit for Banks. Steps in from the left side. Madsen out of Seward County, a sophomore out of Papillon, Nebraska. Left-handed hitter. Gerard over at first, courtesy of the leadoff base hit. And that is a good fastball from Hackman. A good start, 0-1. Position behind home plate, we can see the movement very well. Hackman with a lot of late life on his fastball. 0-1. They play Madsen straight away. Swung on and missed. Little tardy. He's in the hole, 0-2. Madsen, a left-handed hitter out of Seward, listed as an outfielder. He will be a sophomore next year. And that is wide, 1-2. Tried to get him to chase something out of the strike zone. Pretty good play discipline there by Madsen. Alexander will be next. Nobody out, runner at first. That would be Gerard. And the 1-2. That is in there on the inner half for a call strike, and that'll do it for Madsen. Good pitch there by Hackman. Painted the inside corner with some life, and that is out number 1. Fifth strikeout of the game for Hackman. 9-hole man now would be Thomas Alexander. Steps in from the right side. Off-speed pitch is in there for a strike. Got to think Hackman may be settling in a little bit. That was pitch number 74. Alexander 0 for 1 today. And the pitch is high and away. Good action, just high, 1-1. Good news for the Aviators. Tyler Flores, infielder that played here last year, was just signed by the San Francisco Giants. He's out of Point Loma. So good news for him. he will be good for that organization. Here's the 1-1. That is a backdoor slider that missed. 2-1. Pretty good pitch there. Looked like the umpire thought about ringing him up. 2-1. 5 hits for the Batcats and 5 hits for the Aviators. Aviators lead at 7-1. We're in the top of the 4th. Here's the 2-1. Good fastball from Hackman right down the middle. 2-2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Gerard still down at first base. He led off the inning with a base hit. And here's the 2-2. Jaquetta continues to hold the runner. Hackman with the check. And the kick. Here it is. Off-speed pitch. That is snagged by Jaquetta over at first. One hopper tries to go to short to get the lead runner, and the ball gets away from Omahan. That was way to the third base side. So that will be an error, and Alexander is aboard.
Up next for the Batcats.
Runners at first and second. Looks like the Aviators are going to give Great Bend at least 4 outs this inning. Top of the order now. Here is Austin McNichols. 1 for 2 tonight. Run scored in the third. Out, he will be headed to LSU Shreveport next fall. We're in the top of the 4th. Runners at first and second. 1 out. First pitch to McNichols. Is high and in. 1 ball and no strikes. Pretty close pitch. That would have sawed him off for sure. Certainly wouldn't have been a pitch you'd want to take with 2 strikes. And the 1-0. That is wide. Checked his swing, did not go. 2 balls and no strikes. Pitch number 80 coming for Hackman. 50 strikes, 29 balls. Not a bad ratio, but not up to his standards. And the 2-0. That is inside. Good pitch at the knees. 2 balls and a strike. If Hackman could live in that area, he would be unhittable. That would have been nothing but a soft line drive or ground ball. 2-1 now. Good fastball just down the line, just over the bag. Fair. 1 run will score. Throw into second is bobbled by Omahan. And McNichols hustling all the way. Had a chance to get him at second base. But the throw was bobbled, so Gerard will score, and that will make it 7-2 now, Batcats. So credit McNichols with an RBI. He is down there with a double. Alexander over to third. And the wind continues to blow. Difficult at times to see the outfielders. Here's Reese Johnson. 1 for 2 tonight. He'll be headed to Sam Houston State. Left-handed hitter. Left on right matchup. Second and third now. That is low and away. Can't see either bullpen from my vantage point, so I can't tell whether anybody's getting loose in the Aviator bullpen. Aviators lead at 7-2. 1 out, runners at second and third. Batcats with the opportunity to cut into this league significantly with a base hit right here. And a 3-1. Swung on and missed. Good cut fastball from Hackman. 3-2. Bottom dropped out of that one. One now to Johnson. Off-speed pitch is in there for a strike. 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Not sure who's running the scoreboard, but I'm reasonably sure it's not any windier up there than it is right here. 1-2, 1 out. Runners at second and third. Aviators need a strikeout. Infield is in at the corners. High and away, tried to get him to chase. And that'll run it to 2-2. Good plate discipline there by Reese Johnson. Tough to lay off that pitch up around the letters. And the 2-2. Off-speed pitch is bounced foul. Fooled on the pitch. Just able to keep his hands back long enough to foul it off. Reese Johnson sporting a couple of work gloves. Looked like he just got off the tractor. Been maybe hauling some hay. 1 ball and 2 strikes to him. 2 outs. Actually, 1 out. And the pitch. Off-speed pitch misses low and away. 3-2 now. 1 out, runners at second and third. Batcats with 1 across so far here in the top of the 4th. They trail it 7-2. And the 3-2. That is squirted foul down the left side. Good fastball from Hackman. That was pitch number 88. Johnson 1 for 2. Out of Sam Houston State. Aviators play him straight away. And the 3-2 is high. Pretty good pitch. Tough pitch to take. So Johnson is aboard with 1 out. Coach Spongeburg will take a trip to the mound.
Batting next for the Batcat.
Not sure if he is going to make the change, but while we're waiting, how about a little more this day in baseball history? Let's see what we can find. On this day in 2005, June the 14th, the Mariners' Ichiro Suzuki is the first player since the Phillies' Chuck Klein to log his first 1,000 career hits in fewer than 700 games. So on this day, 2005, Ichiro gets his 1,000th hit. And he did it in less than 700 games. That is a phenomenal player. Still playing today in his 40s. So there it is, this day in baseball history. Conference is over. Here is Blaine Ray out of KU. Steps in from the right side. 0 for 1, a strikeout in the 3rd. And the first pitch to him is in there, a backdoor curveball for a strike. Just caught the inner half. 0-1. I have 1 out. The scoreboard has 2. It is 1 out. Bases are loaded. That is popped foul. And Ray is behind an account 0-2. Blaine Ray got 23 plate appearances at KU this last spring. Hit 130. Started 2 games. No balls and 2 strikes. Bases loaded. Hackman in a little bit of trouble. Off-speed pitch is skied to left field near the line. Cross over, and that'll be foul. Long run for Cross. And he was about 5 yards away from making the catch. 0-2. Lots of room here in foul ground at Vulcan Field. Kind of reminds me of Oakland Alameda Coliseum with all the room due to the football bleachers. So a lot of room to cover. Count remains 0-2. Bases still loaded. And the pitch. That is high and away. That'll get away from Smith. And 1 run will score. That will be a pass ball. And Alexander will score, and that will make it 7-2. Actually, 7-3. My apologies. 7-3 now. Smith out to talk to him. Not sure whether he crossed him up. Looked like he did. That pitch was pretty high up around the eyes and in. Just nicked off of Smith's glove. That will be a gift from the Aviators. Second and third now. Johnson down to second. McNichols over to third. 1-2. 2 outs. 2 runs across so far for the Batcats. 7-3 now, Aviators. That is low and away. Hackman tried to get him to chase an off-speed pitch out of the zone. 1-2. 6 hits for the Batcats, 5 for the Aviators. And the 1-2. And that hit him. So that got him on the wrist. That'll load him up again. So Hackman leaking a little oil here in the command department.
Batting next for the Batcats. Number 6, Swanberg.
This will bring up Chris Swanberg out of Southwest Tennessee Community College. Pretty much an everyday player, 41 games. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Bounced out to the left side in the first. And the pitch. That is a good fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. Bases loaded, 1 out. And here's the 0-1, left-handed hitter. That is down the first base slide, foul, just foul. Aviators dodged a bullet there, 0-2 now. Swanberg turned on it. That would have cleared him. Just about a foot foul. No balls and 2 strikes, still 1 out. Top of 4, bases loaded. Batcats with 2 across here. That is high and away. Good fastball from Hackman. That was pitch number 99. Hackman trying to get out of the inning. Corners are in. They are back in the middle. And the pitch. That is an off-speed pitch that misses low, dug out nicely by Byron Smith. Anything in the dirt, you can almost guarantee Smith will knock it down and keep it close. Corners up even, 2-2, 2 outs, actually 1 out. And the pitch. That is fouled back. Good pitch from Hackman. That was on the inner half on his hands. Not much he was going to do with that besides break his bat
Just a reminder, all foul
and
balls
maybe dribble it
are
somewhere.
property of the Aviators and can be returned to the concession stand
2-2.
for a small price.
Ball game tonight sponsored by Hometown Sales and Lease. They have donated the flat screen and the recliner to be given away Saturday night. Still time to get out here and buy a chance to win the TV and the recliner. And a 2-2. That is bounced foul down the right side, and we'll do it again. Good at bat there by Swanberg. Pitch number 7 coming. He has fouled off 3. And a 2-2. That is filleted into left field. And Cross is right there. He was playing near the line. Runner tags and scores. And McNichols will score, and that will make it 7-4. 2 outs now on the inning. So credit Swanberg with an RBI. 2 outs now. That'll bring up Zach Barron out of Cuesta College. Steps in from the right side. Barron, the right fielder out of Cuesta. Pretty much an everyday player in the spring. 41 games, hit .329. Second and first now. 2 outs. And a pitch. Off-speed pitch is in there for a call strike. Pretty good location there with Hackman. Great Bend has gotten 3 here in the fourth. They trail the Aviators 7-4. And the 0-1. That is swung on and missed. Good live fastball with good movement. A little bit up in the zone, up around the belt of the stomach area. 0-2 to Zach Barron. No balls, 2 strikes. Hackman trying to get him off the field. This is hitter number 8 of the inning. And the 0-2. That is inside, just missed. Pretty good cut fastball there. That would have probably resulted in nothing but fouling it off your foot. 1-2 now. Hackman has Barron 1-2. And here it is. That is away. It looked like a straight change dug out nicely by Smith. 2-2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. You got to wonder if they may try to start the runners right here. Anything in the gap would probably score both of them. Reese Johnson down at second. And Blaine Ray over at first. And a 2-2 is popped up. First baseman Jaquetta giving chase. And he changes direction, and it's in and out of his glove. Might have been a little distracted by the bat. Looked like that Zach Barron tossed his bat over that direction in disgust. Jaquetta may have been looking at it, but that was an easy pop fly. That was in and out of his glove. New life for Barron. Looks like we're going to give the Batcats 5 outs this inning. That's certainly not going to bode well with Coach Spongeberg. 2 balls and 2 strikes. First and second, 2 outs. Hackman trying to get out of it. Time is called. Smith is going to go out and talk to him. Smith, a native of San Diego, out to talk to his pitcher. Understand he loves the weather here. Two balls and 2 strikes. First and second. Aviators trying to get out of it. 3 runs across for the Batcats. 7-4 now. Here's the 2-2. That is high and in. 3-2. So the runners will be off with this one. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs. Barron 0 for 1 tonight. Walked and struck out in the third. Caught stealing in the second. Right-handed hitter facing the right-hander Hackman. 3-2. Here it is. Swung on and missed, and that'll do it for the Batcats. They send 8 batters to the plate. We've played 3.5. Haysville 7, Batcats 4. We will be right back.
Great things are happening in Haysville, a beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities, great people, great neighborhoods, a great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. Go to the bottom of the fourth.
Up next, we have
It'll be 8, 9, and 1 for the Aviators. Trevor Omahan will lead it off. He is the shortstop out of University of San Diego. And he will take a pitch low. Aviators lead at 7-4, bottom of the fourth. Omahan hitting 179. Couple hits last night. That's high and away. 2-0 now to Omahan. Reached on an error in the third. That is into left field for a base hit. Good base hit there for Omahan. He is 1 for 2. Omahan aboard here in the fourth.
Up next for the Aviators, number 1, Shea Gutierrez.
It'll be Shea Gutierrez now, top of the order out of Incarnate Word. 2 for 2, a run scored. Hitting 263 now, right-handed hitter, 10 hits on the season. Riley out for inning number 2, 16 strikes, 9 balls, a little bit better command than Austin Oblas. First pitch in there to Gutierrez, a strike at the knees. No balls and a strike. Throw over, and Omahan back in there head first. Omahan runs very well, a good opportunity to maybe start the runner. 7-4 Haysville. That is a broken bat, foul. That is just down the third base line, just missed a double by a couple of feet. So Gutierrez will retreat to the dugout, pick up a new piece of lumber. That one got in on his hands. And he's down in the count 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Gutierrez with another piece of lumber. Usually take this opportunity to say, I know a guy. 0-2, runner at first. Omahan let it off with a base hit. And that's high. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Gutierrez. Second baseman tonight, pretty much regular second baseman. 10 hits on the season. And that is an off-speed pitch. He swung on, just got a piece of it, but hung on by Gavin Johnson. And that will be out number 1.
For the Aviators, number 7, Carter Cross.
And here comes the Husker, Carter Cross. One for 2 tonight, single, a couple RBIs, and a stolen base. Good night so far for Carter. First pitch swinging, that will be in the gap at right center. That'll fall. Omahan over to third. They will hold him up. And Cross in there with a double. Cross over at second base. Omahan over to third. Second and third now, Aviators lead at 7-4. Chance to get a couple of them right here. Here is Damon Nixon out of Florence Darlington Tech. 0 for 1 tonight. A walk and a strikeout. Did score a run in the third. First pitch swinging. Good off-speed pitch from Riley. 0-1. Nixon will come up empty on that one. Riley took a little bit off. Here's the 0-1. Another off-speed pitch swung through and missed. Nixon in the hole, 0-2. 5 hits on the season for Damon Nixon. And the 0-2. That is swung through and missed. And that'll do it for Nixon. He goes down on 3 pitches. 2 outs now.
Next for the Aviators, number 25, Zach Nagalski.
Here is the cleanup guy, Zach Nagalski from Wisconsin, Milwaukee. One for one tonight. First pitch swinging. Off-speed pitch from Riley. He swung through it, come up empty. 0-1. Caught stealing in the second. And the 0-1. Aviators with runners at second and third. Good pitch from Riley. Looked like a straight change at the bottom fell of 0-2. Chiquetta would be next if Nagalski was to reach second and third. And the 0-2. Off-speed pitch is batted foul down the left side. Omahan led it off with a base hit. Gutierrez struck out and Cross doubled. Nixon struck out and you're up to date. 2 outs now in the inning. 6 hits for the Batcats, 7 for the Aviators. Aviators lead at 7-4. Bottom of 4. Here's the 0-2. That is high. Good plate discipline there by Nagalski. Pitch was up around the letters. Wasn't biting. 1-2. Nagalski with an opportunity to get some insurance right here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Good off-speed pitch from Riley. That is fouled back. Count remains 1-2. Nagalski hitting .238 on the season at the start of the day. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Second and third. Here it is. That is driven to center. Looks like Ray has a beat on it over to his right, and that'll do it. So the Aviators strand a couple. We have played 4 from Haysville. Haysville 7, Great Bend 4. We will be right back.
It's summer in Haysville, with families enjoying our hometown market. Plenty of summer activities and celebrations to last a lifetime. Join us for summertime fun.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. Go to the top of the 5th. The Aviators going to go with a new arm. Looks like Aaron Homey will take over, number 39 out of Morningside College. 6 innings of work so far this summer, 7 runs, 6 hits, 5 walks, and 7 strikeouts. ERA around 4.50. 6, 7, and 8 for Great Bend. The first pitch to Gavin Johnson is swung on and missed for strike 1. And that is in there for a strike. And Homey ahead in the count very quickly, 0-2. Gavin Johnson 0 for 1 tonight. A walk and a bounce out. That is in the dirt. Not biting. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Top of 5th. Aviators lead at 7-4. Batcats get 1 in the 3rd and 3 in the 4th. And the 1-2 is inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 6 hits for Great Bend, 7 for the Aviators. And the 2-2 is wide. I have 3-2. Pitch from Homey. That is bounced to the right side. Looks like Gutierrez will be up with it. Over to first. Ball is in the dirt. Chiquita unable to dig it out. And Johnson will be aboard on the throwing error. 3rd error of the ball game for the Aviators.
Up next for the Batcats, number 30, Seth Gerard.
Leading 7-4, but sloppy. Here is Seth Gerard. He is 1 for 1, singled and scored in the 4th. And he takes a pitch wide, ball 1. Ball and no strikes. Aviators in a little bit of trouble. Leadoff man aboard. That is in there for a strike on the inside corner, 1-1. Girardi out of Rogers State, designated hitter. 1-1 on him. Throw over. Looked like Johnson was leaning a little bit. He's back in there head first. 1 ball and 1 strike to Girardi. And he takes a pitch low. 2 balls and a strike. Pretty good pitch right there. Looked like about knee high. Aviators didn't get it. 2-1. They play him straight away. And his off-speed pitch is popped up, and that'll just make the seats. That is nice catch by a fan. That's off the roof. Makes the catch before it hits the ground. I say sign him up. 2-2 now. Two balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Top of 5. That is in the dirt. Way wide. Dug out nicely by Smith. Three and 2 now. And the 3-2. That is bounced to the left side. Omahan up with it over to Gutierrez for 1. And that's all they'll get. So the lead man is erased. That is Gavin Johnson. One out now. Girardi will reach on the fielder's choice. Ball was not hit hard enough to turn. So he'll be down at first with 1 out. Aviators do erase the lead man. Here is Madsen. Only 1 plate appearance tonight, and he struck out. First pitch swing, that is flared to left field. That'll get down for a base hit, so Madsen will be 1 for 2. Runners now at first and second with only 1 out. Here comes the 9-hole man, Thomas Alexander out of Regis University. He'll step in from the right side. This is his first look at Aaron Home. Alexander 1 for 2 tonight. reached on an error last time up and scored. That was during that big inning in the fourth where the Cats got 3. That is low, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. 1 out, first and second. Aviators lead at 7-4. 7 hits apiece. And the 1-0. That just missed low. 2-0 now. Pretty good pitch there. Looked like right at the knees. Umpire thought it was low. We will go with him. 2-0 now. 2 balls and no strikes. Homie trying to get back in the count. And the pitch. That is right down the middle. 2-1. 16 pitches for Homie this inning. Way too many pitches. 8 balls, 8 strikes. 2-1 now. That is ripped down the line just inside the bag at third. 1 run will score. That will be an RBI for Alexander. So the 9-hole man comes through. 1 run scores. That would be Girardi. And Madsen down to third. Top of the order now for the Bat Cats. It will be Austin McNichols. Tough out today, 2 for 3, a couple of runs scored. Steps in from the right side. He will be headed to LSU Shreveport. Hit .239 for the Baltimore Redbirds last year. Second and third. Corners are in. Second baseman and shortstop up halfway. Off-speed pitch is in there. Caught the outer half. 0-1. Homie takes over here for Hackman here in the 5th. 1 run across so far. Couple of hits on the inning for the Bat Cats. That's in the dirt. Checked his swing. And 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out. 7-5 now, Aviators. Off-speed pitch misses wide. 2-1. Aviators led at one time, 7-1. That lead has evaporated now. Tying run at second base. 2-1. That is fisted foul. Pretty good pitch there from Homie. Got it in on his hands. That'll run it to 2-2. Aviators 2-4 in the league. Great Bend 1-5. Bottom 2 teams in the league playing here tonight. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Off-speed pitch swung on and missed. Good pitch from Homie. And McNichols waves at it for out number 2.
Batting next for the Bat Cats, number 13.
This will bring up Reese Johnson. He is 1 for 2, a base hit and a third. Left-handed hitter out of Sam Houston. First pitch to him. Good off-speed pitch from Homie. That catches the outside corner. Strike 1. Homie takes over for Hackman. Goes 4 innings, gives up 3 runs. Actually, 4 runs. And the 0-1 at same place. 0-2 now. Homie 1 pitch away from getting out of it. Runners at second and third. 2 outs now. Top of 5. Tying run at second base. And the 0-2. Off-speed pitch is high and away. 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. Aviators trying to get off the field, preserve that 2-run lead. Here it is. Tried to check his swing. They're going to appeal. No, he did not go around. Umpire out in the middle of the field. Impossible call for him. 2-2. You almost need a 4-man crew to get that call right. Certainly out of the budgetary constraints for the Jayhawk League. And the 2-2. Off-speed pitch, and he'll hit him. So he had him 1-2. Goes to 2-2 and then hits him.
Up next for the Batcats, number 14, Blaine Ray.
Coach Spunsburg now to the mound. He's going to talk it over. Not sure if anybody's getting loose down there. Looks like they're going to talk about it. No motion yet. Batcats with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Had an opportunity to get out of it right there and make a pitch. Nothing was happening. Now the coach from the Batcats down to talk to the home plate umpire. Not making a change that I can see. Looks like Coach Spunsburg is done talking. He is headed back to the dugout. Batcats manager now talking to the base umpire. Not sure what could be going on that would be of concern. I certainly saw nothing. Gavin Johnson led it off and reached on an error. Seth Girardi reached on a fielder's choice. Madsen Banks with a base hit. Thomas Alexander with a base hit. McNichols with a strikeout. Now Reese Johnson's hit by pitch. Here's Blaine Ray. First pitch to him is away. Ball 1. Dug out nicely by Smith. Ray 1 for 2. Base hit in the first. Strikeout in the third. He is out of KU. Started a couple of games for the Jayhawks last year. 1-0. Homie trying to get out of it. That is inside. Just missed. 2 balls and no strike. Hitters count now for Blaine Ray. He can afford to sit back and look for a location. Something to drive with the bases loaded. Tying run at second base. Aviators once led at 7-1. Wind continues to gust hard. Here's the 2-0. Right down the middle for a strike at the knees, 2-1. Wind continues to blow hard out of the southwest, 20 gusting to 30. Dirt's blowing. No gnats, good news there, 2-1. That is bounced. Looks like that will be off his foot. Home plate umpire didn't call it. The field umpire said it's off his foot. Looked like he just banged it off the plate. I didn't see it hit anything. Count goes to 2-2. Ray not jumping around like he fouled it off his foot. So the field umpire must have saw something. He was very adamant. Here's the 2-2. And the pitch. That is wide. 3-2. So it comes down to this. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We got them loaded. Tying run at second base. Aviators lead at 7-5. Homie trying to make a pitch. Get his club off the field. Here he is. Off-speed pitch is a ground ball. That will get through the wickets of Nixon. 1 run will score. And that'll make it 7-6. That went right through the legs of Nixon. Looked like there was some concern about the runner there. Nixon did take it off the shin. Madsen will score. And everybody else will move up. Actually, Reese Johnson now down to third base. And Ray will be on with the error. Looks like the umpires are going to talk it over. Looks like they are huddling, wondering about a little bit of runner interference, you know. The hitter Looks like the umpires are going to say there was no interference. Actually, the rule is the fielder does have the opportunity and the leeway to catch the ball, and it's up to the runner to avoid. Spongeburg out there to talk about it. Nonetheless, it is 7-6 now. Runners now at actually first and third. If we had a little bit of video replay, we might better go back and look at that one. But conference continues out there. Not sure what exactly they're going to come of it. Coach Spongeburg not exactly sold on the explanation. Ball was hit to Nixon. Wasn't a very sharply hit ball, but there was some concern that the runner was there at the same time.
For the Batcats, number 6, Chris Swanberg.
Here is Chris Swanberg. Oh for 2 tonight out of Southwest Tennessee Community College. Left-handed hitter, that is wide. 3 errors on the night for the Aviators, not exactly their best defensive performance. And the 1-0 now to Swanberg. That is away. 17 strikes, 18 balls for Aaron Homey. That is not how you do it. Homey took over for Hackman here in the 5th. And a 2-0. That is a good off-speed pitch in there for a strike with movement. 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. 2 outs. Aviators trying to get out of it. Runners at the corners. And a 2-1. That is wide. 3-1 now. Hitters count now for Swanberg. 8th man to bat in the frame. Here's the 3-1. That is bounced foul. 3-2 now. That looked like that might have been ball 4. Swanberg looked a little anxious. Pulls it down the right side. He hits from the left side. That was in on his hands. 3-2 now. 2 outs. Runner at first will be in motion. Throw over. He's back in there head first. We're all tied up at 7. And a 3-2. That is through the hole on the right side. 1 run will score. Throw will be into second base. And Johnson will score.
Up next for the Batcats, number 27.
So Ray over to third. And here's Zach Barron. 9th man to bat in the order. Batcats now lead at 8-7. Top of the 5th. Things have unraveled here for the Aviators. Batcats get 1 in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th, and 3 here, or 4 here in the 5th. And the pitch, that is high and in to Zach Barron out of Cuesta College. 0 for 2 tonight, a couple of strikeouts and a walk. Was caught stealing in the 2nd. Smith out to talk to his catcher. Behind in the count again, 1 ball and no strikes. 2 outs. Aviators had an opportunity to get out of the inning with the bases loaded. And the 1-0 right down the middle, 1-1. Good live fastball there from Aaron Homey. Runners at the corners now. 1 ball and 1 strike, 2 outs. And the pitch. Off-speed pitch floats in there for a strike. 1-2 now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Aviators with an opportunity to get off the field right here, make a pitch. They now trail it 8-7. And the pitch. Off-speed pitch is popped up. Smith can't find it. And that will fall about 20 feet behind him and to his right. Dusk here in southern Kansas. Tough to pick up the baseball this time of night. Lights have not completely taken over. 1-2. 9th man to bat in the order. That's popped foul. Count remains 1-2. That will be off 2 fans. Have another ballpark right behind us. That one fouled back and hit somebody in the back of the head. That is bounded to the left side. Nixon is up with it over to first in time, and that'll do it. So 9 men will go to the plate for Great Bend. They will get 4 in the frame. Now they now lead at 8-7. We have played 4.5. We will be right back.
Wait for the things you want. Get it now at Hometown Sales Lease. Why wait for a killer TV or audio system?
I don't wanna wait.
Why wait for efficient new kitchen and laundry appliances? Why wait for furniture with style or a comfortable new mattress? Get it now. Why wait for an awesome new computer? Get the leading brands, the latest styles, and the hottest features, all with flexible payments you can afford. No credit needed, no hassles, and delivery is included. Everyone is approved. Get it now at Hometown Sales Lease.
I don't wanna wait anymore.
And welcome back. We go to the home half of the 5th. Aviators now trail at 8-7. Riley out for his 2nd or 3rd inning of work. Right-hander will face Jaquetta, Knoll, and Smith. Jaquetta first pitch swinging. He fouls it off. He's behind in the count 0-1. 0 for 2 tonight. He's out of Cochise Community College, hitting 188 at the start of the day. Off-speed pitch is in there, a strike at the letters. 0-2 now. Riley, since coming in for Oblas, has done a pretty good job. And the 0-2. That is through the left side and a base hit. So a leadoff hook hit for Jaquetta.
Up next for the Aviators, number 3.
And the leadoff man is aboard here in the 5th for the Aviators. Aviators trail at 8-7. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Lead man is aboard. Nobody out. Here is Blake Knoll out of Howard Payne. 1 for 2 tonight. Drove in a run in the 3rd. Knoll, the designated hitter. First pitch swinging and fouls it straight back. He was all over that one. 0-1. Foul ball last inning, hit 2 people. Field backs up to one another. So foul ball's going every which way. And the 0-1. That is through the left side for a base hit, almost identical to Jaquetta. And the Aviators have something cooking here in the bottom half of the fifth. First and second now. Nobody out.
Byron Smith.
Here's the catcher, Byron Smith. 0 for 1 tonight, a strikeout and a walk. Did score a run in the third. San Diego native hitting .290. 9 hits on the season. Chance to drive in the tying run right here. Shows bunt, and it's right back to the pitcher. Pitcher bobbles, recovers. Over to McNichols covering, and a sacrifice is successful. So credit Smith with a sacrifice.
For the Aviators, number 15.
Second and third now, very productive out for Smith. Bunt was well executed. Don't get me started on bunting. Here's Jack Cuccinata. First pitch to him is high and in. Cuccinata 0 for 1 tonight. Walked and scored in the third. Hitting .133. And a good cut from the right fielder. That's 1-1 now. He'll come up empty. Good fastball from Riley. 46 pitches since coming in. 34 strikes, 12 balls. That's the ratio you're looking for. And that's a fastball swung through and missed. 1-2 now to the right fielder, Cuccinata out of LaSalle. Wind continues to howl out of the southwest. And the 1-2. And he is fooled on the pitch, waves through it, and that is out number 2. 2 down. It'll be up to Trevor Omahan to keep things going. 1 for 2 tonight, a run scored. Reached on an error in the third.
Number 2, Trevor Omahan.
179 on the season out of the University of San Diego is at shortstop tonight. Has played some third and second base. First pitch to the right-hander. That is high and in. Ball 1. Ball and no strikes. Runners at second and third. First 2 men reached on a base hit. That would have been Jaquetta and Knoll. Both have base hits. Sacrificed over by Smith. And that is high. 2 balls to nothing. Omahan hitting in the 9-hole spot tonight. Been pretty much his spot as of late. Pretty good game last night. Couple hits. And the 2-0. Swung on and missed. Good fastball from Riley. Just came up empty. 2-1 now. 10 hits for the Batcats. 9 for the Aviators. 3 errors for the Aviators. 1 for the Batcats. Pretty sloppy game all around. Here's the 2-1. That is sprayed foul down the right side. Count even out 2-2. Hometown Sales and Lease, sponsor for tonight's game. They're giving away a flat screen and a recliner. Need to come out and buy a ticket, a raffle ticket for that. 1 ticket for $5 and 5 for $20. We'll give that away Saturday night. And that's waved at and missed. And the Aviators are going to strand a couple. Omahan goes down on strikes, and that'll do it. We've played 5. 8-7 Batcats. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find miles of lighted hike and bike trails that take you through beautiful neighborhoods and parks. Visit our activity center and see what you've been missing.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Are you ready?
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find award-winning schools for students of all ages in a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the sixth. Batcats lead at 8-7. They sent 9 men to the plate last time and scored 4. Homie out for his second inning of work. 6, 7, and 8 scheduled for Great Bend. First pitch to Gavin Johnson's in there for a call strike. Johnson 0 for 2 tonight. Off-speed pitch is misses. Take my word for it, folks. Didn't miss by much. And the 1-0 is high. 2 balls and a strike now to Gavin Johnson. The catcher reached on an error in the 5th and walked in the 2nd. That is to Omahan. He goes to his right. He's unable to come up with it. That would have been a really tough play for Omahan. Got his feet tangled up, and that'll go as a base hit.
Up next for the Batcats,
Be a leadoff hit for Johnson.
Seth Girardi.
Here is Seth Girardi out of Rogers State. 1 for 3 tonight. Been aboard all 3 times. Singled and scored in the 4th. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 2nd and 5th. Runner at first base. That's the leadoff man, Gavin Johnson. First pitch swinging is batted foul. 49 total pitches for Homie. 28 strikes and 22 balls. No balls and a strike to the designated hitter. Steps in from the right side. Here it is. And he waves at an off-speed pitch outside. 0-2. Kind of a haphazard swing there by Girardi. He was fooled on the pitch. 0-2. Runner at first base. Top of 6. Batcats lead it 8-7. That is high and away. Snagged by Smith. I think he meant to get that up around the letters, but it got away from him. And the 1-2. Time is called. Looked a little bit late on the call. The hitter, Girardi, requested time. Homie was already in his motion. He granted time. Count remains 1-2. This is a fantastic curveball on the outer half. Count remains 1-2. That is grounded to the left side, over to second for 1, back to first, not in time. So the lead man is erased. So Gavin Johnson is erased. Good play by Omahan. He had to go to his right. Ball was not hit rather sharply. Not something you would turn, but we did get the lead man at least. 1 out. So Girardi will be on first with the fielder's choice. Here is the left-handed hitting Madsen. He is 1 for 2 since coming in the game in the 4th. Out of Seward. Shows bunt and gets it down foul. Looked like he was going to push one. He's a left-handed hitter, so that would have been a push bunt. If he would have got it to the first base side, that would have been a drag. So there's your baseball education for tonight.
Now batting for the Batcats.
Looks like he was bunting for a base hit, so wouldn't have been a sacrifice situation. No balls and a strike to Madsen. Swung on and missed. Good fastball from Homie. 0-2 now. Aviators had a 7-1 lead at one time and has since evaporated. Batcats got 3 in the 4th and 4 in the 5th. And 1 in the 3rd. And they lead it 8-7 on 10 hits. Here is the 0-2. That is just foul down the left-hand side. 0-2. Count remains, no balls and 2 strikes, 1 out. Gavin Johnson ran into a force at second place. And a pitch. Off-speed pitch floats in there. Not sure where that one was. I'm guessing high. Madsen, not a very tall player. He's probably 5'4". 1-2 now to him. Left-handed hitter, runs very well. Playing left field tonight. And the 1-2 is fouled back. And we'll do it all over again. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Same 2 clubs tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. We'll have it for you, voice only. We'll have the entire dog and pony show for you on Saturday night. Off-speed pitch almost hit him. 2-2. Homie doing a lot of nibbling. Pitch number 59 from Homie. Off-speed pitch floats outside. That'll run it to full. Had him 0-2. Now it's full. Three balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first, 1 out. And here it is. That is popped up. Smith giving chase, and that'll just make the seats. Not sure it hit anybody this time. First time all season I've seen a ball hit someone. Person was facing the other direction, watching the other ball game, and it ricocheted off one person and hit that person. So hope they're okay. Count remains 3-2, 1 out. Girardi over at first. That is driven to center. Nogalski going back and to his left. That'll be over his head and to the track. And Girardi not sure it was going to be caught, so he had to hold up. He is down to third. And Madsen absolutely nuked that one. That is in there for a double. Second and third now, only 1 out.
Up next for the back cats, number 8, Thomas Alexander.
One out, runners at second and third. Aviators continue to struggle. They trail the Batcats 8-7. First pitch to Alexander. An off-speed pitch is in there for a strike. Singled and drove in a run in the 5th. 1 for 3 tonight. Alexander, the third baseman out of Regis University. And he takes one low. 1-1. Pretty good pitch there. Looked like at the knees. Umpire said no. One and one now. That is swung on and missed. 1-2. Good fastball from Aaron Homey. And he has Alexander on the ropes. Chance to get out of it without surrendering another run. Aviators trail 8-7. One ball and 2 strikes. That is to the right side. The infield was pulled in. Gutierrez up with it, looks the runner back. And Alexander is retired, 4-3. 2 outs now. Top of the order here is Austin McNichols.
Up next for the back cats, number 2, Austin
McNichols, the second baseman, 2 for 4 today. Tough out, couple of runs scored. 2 outs in the inning. That is in there for a call strike, and that was a snap throw down to third. That hit Nixon in the face. That looked like he was shielded by the runner, and that he lost track of it in the runner, and that went right through and hit him in the face. He is down. up on one knee at the moment. Girardi will score. Coach Spongeburg out to talk to him. Snap throw by Smith. Tried to catch Girardi leaning a little bit. Looks like the throw beat him there, but Nixon unable to follow the baseball all the way into the glove because of the runner. And when the runner got down, Smith unable to Nixon unable to react in time, and got a little bit of the glove on it. It glanced off his glove and hit him somewhere in the face. Spongeburg out to talk to him. We'll see if he is going to remain in the ball game. Looks like he is going to. 9-7 now, Batcats. Error number 4 for the Aviators. Sloppy at best tonight, both clubs. Really can't get out of each other's way. 2 outs now, runner at third. Now Madsen down to third on the play. And the pitch, that is in there for a strike. No balls and 2 strikes now to Austin McNichols. He's the leadoff man, headed to LSU Shreveport next fall. Just graduated high school. Off-speed pitch is low and away. Pretty good purpose pitch there by Aaron Homey. Even better plate discipline by McNichols. Lay off that. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch. That is an off-speed pitch, slow roller to the first base side. Flip to the pitcher. Homey covering, and that'll do it. So good play by Jaquetta. That was a slow roller to his right. Fielded, flipped to Homey. Just got him by a step. We have played 7.5 actually, or 5.5. Batcats lead at 9-7. We'll be right back.
Great things are happening in Haysville. A beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities. Great people, great neighborhoods, a great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. Go to the home half of the 6th. Todd Hook bringing you all the action tonight on the internet. Videographer and engineer Chris Worrell away on assignment tonight. It'll be 1, 2, and 3 for the Aviators. They're down 9-7. Gutierrez from the right side. First pitch to him from Riley. Swung through and missed. Strike 1. Gutierrez a tough out today, 2 for 3. Base hit in the first, third, and struck out in the 4th. Did score in the 3rd. And the 0-1 is popped foul. He's in the hole 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to the second baseman. And the 0-2. That is fouled off. Pretty good pitch at the letters. And Gutierrez just gets a piece of it. And that also got a piece of the catcher. Looks to be all right. 0-2 now. Will be tough if you're going to catch. And the 0-2. That is bounced to the right side. And McNichols with a diving stop. He's unable to corral it. That would have been that was a base hit all the way by Gutierrez. That's his third hit of the ball game. So the Aviators with our leadoff man aboard. Here is Carter Cross. Here's Carter Cross out of Nebraska. First pitch swinging, bounce to the right side. Second baseman over to the shortstop for one. Back to first, not in time. Cross runs very well. Ball was not hit very well. Matter of fact, Gutierrez was barely forced at second base. One out now. Cross will be aboard on the fielder's choice. I expect him to run a little. Here is Damon Nixon. See how he fares after being hit in the face with the ball last inning on defense. He's had a rough day. First pitch to him is driven to left center. That'll get down, and that'll be up against the wall, and it bounces over for a ground rule double. That is a bad break for the Aviators, because if that doesn't bounce over, that's at least a triple, and Cross would score on that. Second and third now, just one out. Here is Zach Nagalski. Tying run at second base. That is popped up. First baseman Swanberg has a beat on it and makes the play in foul ground. And that is out number 2.
Now batting for the Aviators, number 24, Luke Jetta.
2 down now. Here's Luke Jaquetta out of Cochise Community College. Base hit in the 5th and was stranded. 1 for 3 tonight, hitting 188. First pitch to him is batted foul. Riley has done quite well since coming in for Austin Oblas. Oblas went 2 innings. 62 pitches for Riley since coming in, 48 strikes and 14 balls. Pounding the zone. That's what happens. You have success when you do that. That is low. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs, second and third. Gutierrez led it off with a base hit. And the 1-1. Swung on and missed. Good off-speed pitch from Riley. Jaquetta a little fooled on the pitch. 1-2 now, 2 outs. Seven runs across for the Aviators. And the pitch. Tried to check his swing. They are going to appeal to the umpire out in the field. And he will say, no, he did not. Very close, folks. Looks like he held up. Could have went either way. The only person would have had a good look at that would be the first base umpire, but he is out in the middle of the field. 1-2 now. 2 outs. And sprayed foul. Fastball got in on his hands, and that is fouled off to the right.
Balls can be returned to the concession stand for a small prize.
Count remains 1-2, 2 outs. Nixon at second. Cross over at third. And the pitch. That is low and in. 2-2. Good discipline there by Jaquetta. Actually, it's 3-2 now. Must be a 2-drink minimum up in the press box. 3-2, 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Riley. That is a Fastball, it's fouled straight back. May have swung at ball 4, but it was close. Jaquetta stays alive here in the bottom of the 6th. Nine to 7, Great Bend. Aviators have squandered a 6-run lead. And a 3-2. That is lined into left field. 1 run will score. And they are going to send the trail runner. The throw is up the line, and Nixon is in there. And that'll tie it up. Nixon runs very well. It wasn't as close as it could have been. At home plate. Nonetheless, we're all tied up. Chiquita with a base hit. He is down to second on the throw. And he'll get a couple of RBIs. All tied up, 9 apiece now. Here is Blake Knoll, runner at second. Go ahead run at second base. Good at bat by Jaquetta. Here's Blake Knoll. Fastball is high and in. Knoll 2 for 3 tonight. RBI in the 3rd. He's out of Howard Payne. Designated hitter tonight. Does play some first base. And the 1-0 is high and in. 2-0. Gotta wonder if Riley might be losing a little bit of focus. And a 2-0. Swung on and missed. Good healthy cut from Knoll. 2-1 now. Same 2 teams tomorrow night. And a 2-1. That is fisted foul. That leaving it up 2-2. Like a little frustration behind that pitch from Riley. Good velocity. Didn't fool Knoll much. He was on time. Just fouled it straight back. 2-2 now. Off-speed pitch in the dirt. Gets away from Gavin Johnson. And Jaquetta down to third with 2 outs. Shortstop Reese Johnson in to talk to his pitcher. 3-2 now, 2 outs. Go ahead run at third base now. Bottom of 6. We're all tied at 9. Swung on and missed. And that'll do it for Knoll. Pretty good pitches from Riley. Aviators get a couple. We have played 2. We're all tied at 9. We'll be right back.
Fans, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Hometown Sales.
It's summer in Haysville, with families enjoying our hometown market, plenty of summer activities, and celebrations to last a lifetime. Join us for summertime fun.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the 7th. New ball game, all tied at 9. 9 runs, 11 hits for each club, except for the error totals. 4 errors for the Aviators and 2 for the Batcats. Reese Johnson will lead it off. He takes a pitch high and away, ball 1, out of Sam Houston. 1 for 2 tonight. And he takes a pitch high and away. Homie out for inning number 3. Actually, inning number 2. 72 pitches. That is bounced foul down the right side. 2-1 now. Johnson hit by a pitch and scored last time up. 2-1. Here it is. Good off-speed pitch from home. And he swings through it and misses. 2-2 now. Aviators need to get the leadoff man off the bases. And here's the 2-2. Off-speed pitch. Tried to backdoor him. Just missed outside. 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Top of 7th. We're all tied at 9 between the Aviators and the Batcats. 3-2 is fouled away. Reese Johnson stays alive. And we'll do it all over again. Here's the 3-2. High and away, and he'll walk him. So the leadoff man is aboard again for the Batcats here in the top of the 7th.
Up now for the Batcats. 14.
Here's Blaine Ray. 1 for 3 tonight. Reached on an error in the 5th. Hit by pitch in the 4th. And singled in 1st and struck out in the 3rd. KU product takes a off-speed pitch, misses high. 1 ball and no strikes. Reese Johnson, leadoff man, is aboard with a walk. Blaine Ray out of KU. Couple of starts last spring for the Jayhawks. Runner goes, a throw down. It's in the dirt and squirts past the second baseman into center field. And Reese Johnson will steal it. So a rare stolen base against Byron Smith. And Great Bend has the go-ahead run at second base with no outs. Ray, the center fielder, chance to drive in the go-ahead run for the moment. We're in the top of the 7th. Sloppy game on both sides. Off-speed pitch is in the dirt, smothered nicely by Smith. 2-1. Aviator pitchers have been consistently behind in the count. And the 2-1. Good fastball on the outside corner. Hit his spot. 2-2. No changes defensively. Damon Nixon stays in there at third base. And a 2-2. Swung on and missed. And Blaine Ray will be eliminated here in the 7th. 1 out.
Right now for the Batcats, number 6, Chris Swanberg.
Here is Swanberg out of Southwest Tennessee Community College. 2 for 3 today. First pitch swinging. Snagged by Nixon. Over to first in time. Back to third. Not in time. So Reese Johnson over to third. He was heads up play. Good play over there by Nixon. That was to his couple of steps to his left. Got a tough in between hop, comes up with it and retires Swanberg for out number 2. 2 outs now. Here's Zach Barron out of Cuesta College. Hitless today, a couple of strikeouts and a walk. Looks like Homie will request a new baseball. Barron, the right fielder, he will hit from the right side. Hit 329 last spring, so nobody we should fool around with. Off-speed pitch misses the outside corner. 1-0. Smith held it there for a second, hoping the umpire would reconsider. Never does. 1-0. 2 outs. Aviators trying to get off the field. That's in there for a called strike. 1-1 now. Good backdoor. Looked like an overhead curveball. Just caught the inside corner. 1-1. Fastball misses low and away. 2-1. Smith a couple of steps out towards the mound with some encouragement. Two balls and a strike, 2 outs. We're in the top of the 7th. We're all tied at 9. That is fouled away. Looked like Homie showed a different arm slot. Looked like he dropped down a little bit more. Good fastball. Started that one out off the outside of the plate. They come back and caught the outside corner. Fouled off, 2-2. Here it is. Off-speed pitch. That's through the hole for a base hit. And Johnson will score. And Barron has an RBI and his first hit of the ballgame. Batcats now lead it, 10-9.
Batting now for the Batcats, number 25.
That'll bring up the catcher, Gavin Johnson. Out of Sam Houston, he'll hit from the left side. 1 for 3 tonight. Walk, ground out, reached on an error and a single. First pitch swinging and fouls it back. Homie ahead in the count, 0-1, 2 outs. Batcats do take the lead here in the 7th. Runner goes. Throw down is low. And unable to handle it there at second base. Goes into center field. And Barron will steal it. Couple of uncharacteristic low throws from Byron Smith. 1-1 now to Johnson. 1 run across here in the 7th. They lead at 10-9. Johnson asks for time. He's going to step out and start over. Quick hack. Tug on the britches, and he's ready to go. And Homie with a 1-1. That's in the dirt. That's going to just get through the legs of Smith. And the runner will advance on the wild pitch. The ball was in the dirt. Usually smothered by Smith. He thought he had it, but squirted through. Insurance run 90 feet away. 2 outs, 2 balls and a strike to Gavin Johnson. And the 2-1 is high, 3-1. 91 pitches for Homie since he came in the 5th. So that'll be 2 2/3. That is inside, and he'll walk him. First and third now.
Number 30. Seth Girardi.
Here is Seth Girardi out of Rogers State. 1 for 4. 3 runs scored. Coach Spongeberg now to the mound. Gotta wonder how much Homie has left in the tank. Let's see what we got here this day in baseball history, June the 14th. Let's see what we have here. See what we can find for you. Well, let's see if we can find something here for June the 14th. 2002, for the first time since 1972, a doubleheader is not employed in a full slate of Major League games when all of the 15 games that date, 14 interleague and 1 National League contest, are played in National League parks. So, pretty interesting stat there, 2002. No DH on this date. And first pitch to Girardi. Up the middle, Omaham gloves it over to first in time to get Girardi by an eyelash. Coach not happy with the call. He is going to go over and talk to the umpire, but the Aviators are going to get out of it. Stretch time here in Haysville. Aviators trail it 10-9. We'll be right back.
Wait for the things you want. Get it now at Hometown Sales Lease. Why wait for a killer TV or audio system?
I don't wanna wait.
Why wait for efficient new kitchen and laundry appliances? Why wait for furniture with style or a comfortable new mattress? Get it now. Why wait for an awesome new computer? Get the leading brands, the latest styles, and the hottest features, all with flexible payments you can afford. No credit needed, no hassles, and delivery is included. Everyone is approved. Get it now at Hometown Sales Lease.
I don't wanna wait anymore.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find miles of lighted hike and bike trails that take you through beautiful neighborhoods and parks. Visit our activity center and see what you've been missing.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Are you ready?
And welcome back. Go to the home half of the 7th. Just finished Take Me Out to the Ballpark in 4-part harmony. Aviators trail the Batcats 10-9. 7, 8, and 9 scheduled for the Aviators be Smith, Cucinotta, and Oman. First pitch to Smith is a hard shot to the third baseman, backhanded by Alexander, and that'll take care of Smith. One out. Here's Jack Cucinotta.
Up now for the Aviators, number 15, Jack Cucinotta.
New arm on the mound out of Tyler Junior College will be Marco Gutierrez, right-hander. He will come in. First pitch to Cucinotta is in there for a strike. Over 2 tonight. Reached on an error and scored in the third. He takes a ball, 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Struck out last time in the 5th. And the 1-1. That is in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. Cucinotta out of LaSalle. He's the right fielder tonight, hitting 133. 2 hits in the league for Jack. And a 2-1. That is driven to center. Center fielder Ray ranging to his right and hauls it in for out number 2.
Up next for the Aviators, number 2, Trevor Omahan.
This brings up the shortstop, Trevor Omahan. 1 for 3 tonight out of the University of San Diego. He threw the last guy out of the inning. Easy ground ball up the middle, fielded it, and was across. And he's hit by a pitch. Well, that one went off Omahan, hit the screen, and cleared our table off for us. So we're awake over here now. So Omahan will be aboard with a 2-out hit by pitch. Top of the order now. Here is Shea Gutierrez. Three for 4 today. Runner at first, second, 2 outs. Omahan runs well. Swung on and missed. Good hack there by Gutierrez, hitting 263 on the season. 12 hits for the Batcats, 11 for the Aviators. We're in the bottom of the 7th. The Aviators running out of time. That is low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs. Omahan over at first base, hit by pitch. Smith grounded out and Cucinotta flew out. You're up to date. And the 1-1. That is popped foul. 1 and 2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 10-9 Batcats. Aviators running out of time. Gutierrez out on the mound. This is his 4th hitter of the ball game. That is low and away. Omahan straight a little bit too far off on his secondary lead. Throw down to first. And is low. Or else there might have been a play at first base. Omahan runs very well. Wouldn't be surprised to see him started here. Worst case scenario, Gutierrez leads off the 8th. And the 2-2. Runner goes. It's in the dirt. And Omahan will be down. He will turn it hard. He will reach on the wild pitch. Tying run now at second base. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Gutierrez swinging a hot bat tonight. 3 for 4. Wind has laid down a little bit. It's probably only 15 miles an hour now, gusting to 25. Still blow your hat up and your skirt up over your head. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs. Here it is. That is fisted foul. Pretty good pitch from Gutierrez. Gutierrez to Gutierrez. Got to think Shea may have the upper hand in this situation. A lot more experience. Hitting 263. Ten hits at the start of the day. Here's the 3-2. That is driven to left center. That is going to get down. A run will score. Ball is mishandled in left field. Gutierrez running hard. He will be into second base.
Up next for the Aviators, number 7, Carter Croft.
Omahan will score on the play, and that'll tie it up. Credit Gutierrez with an RBI. Looks like the Batcat manager will go to the mound. Pretty good pitch there by Gutierrez, but Shea just and able to go down and get it and pop it into shallow left center. Banks out in left field mishandled it. Gutierrez saw it and was into second. So heads up base running by Shea Gutierrez. And we're all tied up at 10. Go ahead run now at second base. 10 runs, 12 hits for the Batcats. 10 runs, 12 hits for the Aviators. 4 hits, 4 errors for the Aviators, 2 for the Batcats. One run across so far here in the bottom of the 7th for the Aviators. Umpire out to break it up. No change. Here is Carter Cross out of the University of Nebraska. 2 for 4 tonight. Tough out tonight. Reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the 6th. And the first pitch to him. That is a good strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Singled in the 3rd, doubled in the 4th. Cross in left field tonight. And that is in there for a strike at the ankles. 0-2 now. Cross going to take a walk and try to get that out of his head. Go ahead run at second base. And the 0-2. That is an off-speed pitch outside. Ball in the dirt. Good jump by Gutierrez. And he will be down there on the wild pitch. So good job by Shea Gutierrez reading the ball in the dirt. That's what good base runners do. They anticipate that ball in the dirt. And he was gone. Throw down was not in time. 1-2 now to Carter Cross. And that is popped foul down the right side. First baseman and right fielder giving chase. Yes! First baseman Swanberg lays out for it, and he comes up empty. Long run for Swanberg. I was surprised he even got there. Wind held it up a little bit. Kind of pushed it back to him. Would have been a fantastic play. It's always a tough play for the first baseman. They're usually looking over their shoulder. If anybody can make that play, it's usually the second baseman, but the second baseman was shaded towards second base, so he was way out of the picture. 1-2 now. Fastball low, 2-2 now. Looked like a makeup call. That looked like right at the knees, but we'll take it. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Carter Cross. Hitting .324. And the 2-2. Good fastball at the letters. And he'll take it for strike 3. And that'll do it for the Aviators. We have played 7. They tie it up 10-10. We will be right back.
Bailey.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find award-winning schools for students of all ages in a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Great things are happening in Haysville, a beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities, great people, great neighborhoods, a great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville now.
It's summer.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the 8th. While we were gone, it appears that Carter Cross has been ejected for arguing balls and strikes. Williams will take over for him out in left field. Very spirited discussion between Coach Spongeberg and the umpiring crew. Nonetheless, we're in the top of the 8th. It'll be Madsen, Alexander, and McNichols. Madsen 1 for 2, and he fouls it back. 0-2 now. Time is called. Looks like Nichols is going to go out, or Smith is going to go out and talk to him. New pitcher on the mound for the Aviators, Michael DeLeon out of Penn State Harrisburg, will take over, a right-hander. "15 innings of work this year. He's given up 11 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned. 10 walks and 22 strikeouts. So pretty good numbers. 3.60 ERA. So we got that going for us. We are all tied up at 10.
And dogs while supplies last.
And the pitch now to Madsen. That's in there, 0-2 now. No balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out. We're in the top of the 8th. We're knotted at 10. And that's in the dirt, 1-2. That got a piece of Smith. He's going to have to walk it off. An 0-2 purpose pitch doesn't have to hit in front of the plate. Don't quite understand the new psychology on the mound. Probably a good thing I'm not in the game anymore. 1-2 now. Get a guy 1-2, go get him. Here it is. Just missed low. 2-2 now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Madsen entered the ball game in the 4th. That is popped foul, and that will be out of play. 2 for 3 on the night. He is out of Seward County Community College. Left-handed hitter, not a very imposing player, about 5'3" or 5'4", I'm guessing. They list him at 5'9", and I'm not quite sure about that one. That is to the right side. First baseman backs up. Pitcher covering DeLeon and gets him on an eyelash. So that was a high hopper to Jaquetta. Jaquetta fields it on the high hop, flips Two Daly on cover him and just gets the speedy Madsen for out number 1.
Up the bat, the Batcats. Number 8, Thomas.
One out. Here is Thomas Alexander. 1 for 4 today. A run scored in the 4th. Steps in from the right side. He's out of Regis. Looks like a warning was issued to the first base coach or the Great Bend dugout. Making a few notes in his book. We're ready to go. Here it is. And the first pitch to Thomas Alexander in there for a called strike. Good off-speed pitch from De Leon. And the 0-1. That is in there for a strike. He went around. Good off-speed pitch again. And Alexander unable to check his swing. He's down in the count 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Austin McNichols will be next. 0-2. They play him straight away. And that is wide. 1-2. Not a real purposeful pitch there. Or a waste pitch that you might say. Here's the 1-2. Good off-speed pitch in on his hand. Swung through and missed. And that'll be out number 2. Top of the order here is Austin McNichols. 2 for 5 tonight. Couple of runs scored. McNicholas, the second baseman. He will be on his way to LSU Shreveport. First pitch is wide. 1 ball and no strikes. Doesn't appear to be a whole lot of urgency on the pitching staff to get ahead in the count. A little worried about that. And the 1-0. Off-speed pitch is in there. The inside corner for a strike. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of 8. We're all tied at 10. 12 hits apiece for each club. 4 errors for the Aviators, 2 for the Cats. That is high. 2 balls and a strike. Sloppy baseball game all around. Started the ball game in a dust storm. Wind is still very high, probably 15 to 20 out of the south. And a 2-0. That is in there. Good pitch on the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 outs. Chance to get the Cats in order. Has not been done yet tonight. And pitch swung on and missed, and that'll do it. So the Batcats go in order in the 8th. We've played 7.5. We're all tied at 10. We will be right back.
In Haysville, with families enjoying our hometown market, plenty of summer activities, and celebrations to last a lifetime. Join us for summertime fun.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Wait for the things you want. Get it now at Hometown Sales Lease. Why wait for a killer TV or audio system?
I don't wanna wait.
Why wait for efficient new kitchen and laundry appliances? Why wait for furniture with style or a comfortable new mattress? Get it now. Why wait for an awesome new computer? Get the leading brands, the latest styles.
And welcome back. We go to the home half of the 8th. We're all tied at 10. 3, 4, and 5 for the Aviators. Meat of the order, Nixon, Nagalski, and Jaquetta. Nixon will hit from the left side. Tough night for him defensively. First pitch swinging, swings through it, strike one. Out of Florence Darlington Tech. 1 for 3 tonight. Doubled and scored in the 6th. Couple of strikeouts. That is bounced to the left side, foul. Just missed a double by a few feet. He's in the hole 0-2. Marco Gutierrez out for inning number 2 of work. Got through the first inning in 19 pitches. He took over for Riley. Off-speed pitch floats high. Good discipline there by Damon Nixon. That was high and away. Pretty good 1-2 pitch, or 0-2 pitch. And the 1-2. That is squirted through the left side for a base hit just past the diving Reese Johnson. And Nixon will be aboard with a single here in the bottom of the 8th. So the go-ahead run now aboard. Looks like they are going to run for Nixon, who has been hobbled a little bit. Looks like Garrett McCarthy will run for Nixon. This will bring up Zach Nagalski out of Wisconsin, Milwaukee. Chance to keep things going here. 1 for 3 tonight.
Okay, Zach, let's go.
Nobody out. Bottom 8. Tied at 10. Gutierrez out there. Shows bunt and foul. Coach out of the dugout, Batcats coach out of the dugout, saying that he was out of the batter's box when it hit him. It looks like it hit him when he was still in the box to me. I'm standing right behind it. It was close, but it did hit him while he was in the box. No balls and a strike to Nagalski. He is going to square again, and he will take a ball. 1-1 now. Aviators trying to play a little bit of small ball here. McCarthy now running over at first. Runs very well. 1-1 now to Nagalski. He is showing bunt again. Throw over. McCarthy back in there plenty of time. McCarthy back in there head first. He is running for Nixon. Time is called. Coach Thompson out to talk to his hitter. Quick conference there. We'll see if he is still sacrificing. Nobody out. It would make sense. Jaquetta will be next. And the 1-1. Shows bunt. That is popped up. Caught by the pitcher over to first. And McCarthy back in there in time. Poor bunt there by Nagalski. Lined it right back to the pitcher. Got to deaden that, young man. Pitcher Gutierrez had a little difficulty getting it out of his glove. If he gets it out in time, he probably doubles them up. So a gift there for the Aviators. Here is Luke Jaquetta. 1 out, and he takes a strike on the outside corner. Jaquetta 2 for 4. Jaquetta out of Cochise Community College, 188 at the beginning of the day. Couple of RBIs in the 6th. And a pitch. That is pop foul. And he's in the hole 0-2. Two hits on the night for Luke. Struck out in the first, bounced out in the third. Couple of hits his last time out. Catcher Gavin Johnson out to talk to Gutierrez. 28 pitches for Gutierrez, 18 strikes and 10 balls. Through an inning and a third. 1 ball And 1 strike, 1 out. Swung on and popped foul. Jaquetta, good battle in there. One and 2 now. Jaquetta trying to at least get the runner down to second base. And a 1-2. Off-speed pitch is pop foul. Runner was going. Count remains 1 and 2. Good jump over there by Garrett McCarthy. He will have to retreat. Ball and 2 strikes, 1 out. We're all tied at 10. Bottom of 8. Neither team seems to be too interested in winning it. Here's the 1-2. That is to the left side. Diving catch by Reese Johnson. That is, try to airmail it to the third baseman. A run will score, and the Aviators take the lead. So Jaquetta will get his second base hit of the game. He will be down to third. McCarthy will score on the play. Ground ball in the hole in between third base and second base. Reese Johnson laid out, caught it, got up, tried to throw to first. It gets by the first baseman or in the dirt. First baseman blocks it, tries to throw behind the runner at third. Airmails third base, and McCarthy scores. And Jaquetta down to third. Here is Blake Knoll. The Aviators now lead it 11-10. Infield is now in with 1 out. Swung on and missed. 0-2 now to Knoll out of Howard Payne. A couple of hits on the afternoon. He's 2 for 4. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Aviators take the lead on the fielding debacle by the Batcats. He swings and misses, and that'll be out number 2. Blake Knoll will go down swinging here in the bottom of the 8th.
Next up for the Aviators, number 22, Byron Smith.
Here's the catcher now, Byron Smith. Hitless tonight. A walk, a strikeout, and a couple of bounce outs. 290 at the start of the day. Steps in from the right side. The catcher out of St. Diego. That's in the dirt. Nice dig by Gavin Johnson. That saved a run. Jaquetta down at third. He moved over on the miscues by the Batcats. 14 hits now for the Aviators, 12 for the Batcats. New baseball now for Gutierrez. 2 outs now in the inning. Looks like we're going to have a runner for Jaquetta. Looks like it will be number 9, Torin Brozovic, out of Coach East will run. Coach Spunsberg pulling out all the stops here. All the speed as possible. He will be down at third. And the pitch to Byron Smith. That's a fastball wide. 2 balls and no strikes. Hitters count now for Smith. Needs a base hit in the worst way. One more insurance run wouldn't hurt us a bit. Aviators now lead it 11-10. Swung on and bounced to third. Third baseman Alexander up with it over to first in town. That'll do it for the Aviators. They will strand one, but they will get one. They have taken the lead 11-10. We go to the top of the 9th. We'll be right back.
The hottest features, all with flexible payments you can afford. No credit needed, no hassles, and delivery is included. Everyone is approved. Get it now at Hometown Sales Lease.
I don't wanna wait anymore.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find miles of lighted hike and bike trails that take you through beautiful neighborhoods and parks. Visit our activity center and see what you've been missing.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Are you ready?
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find award-winning schools for students of all ages in a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Great things.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the ninth. The Aviators have taken the lead 11-10. Looks like the Aviators will call on Kyle John to come in with a save opportunity. So far this year, Kyle John, 1 inning of work. He's given up 1 run and a couple of walks. First pitch to Reese Johnson is fouled back. It'll be Johnson, Ray, and Swanberg. 2, 3, and 4 of the Batcats order. Kyle John on to try to save it out of Texas State, a right-hander facing the left-handed hitter. That is low. Count even now 1-1. And here's the 1-1. And the pitch. That is low and in. 2 balls and a strike. John showed us a little different arm slot. Kind of dropped down a little bit. 2 balls and a strike now. Reese Johnson out of Sam Houston. Left-handed hitter. And the pitch. That is bounced to the right side. Kind of a tough hop there for the first baseman. And that is Blake Knoll, unable to come up with it. And Reese Johnson will reach on the error. So the tying run now at first base. Blake Knoll now over at first. That'll bring up Blaine Ray. Throw over. Almost gets away from Knoll. Aviators lead by 1. Leadoff man is aboard on the error. That would have been a pretty tough play. John was over to cover, but Knoll unable to handle it. First pitch, good fastball in there for strike 1. Ray 1 for 4 tonight. Strikeout victim in the 7th and struck out again in the 3rd. Base hit in the 1st, been quiet ever since. All balls and strike, hits from the right side. And the pitch. Misses low. Pretty good shot there. Looked like at the knees. Umpire says nope, low. 1 ball and 1 strike. And here's the 1-1. That is swung through and missed. A good fastball by Kyle John. 1-2 now. Blaine Ray out of KU. Couple of starts last spring. Center fielder tonight. Wind continues to howl out to left. Off-speed pitch is popped foul. Count remains 1-2. Aviators an opportunity here to take game 1 of the series. They get a run here in the bottom of the 8th. Took the lead 11-10. Top of 9 now. Leadoff man on with an error. Off-speed pitch swung on and missed. And he steals it. Looked to me like that Blaine Ray stepped right in front of Smith after he swung and missed. Smith unable to throw down to second base. So Johnson will steal it. 1 out. Here is Chris Swanberg, left-handed hitter out of Southwest Tennessee. Tying run at second base. Swung on and missed. Kyle John ahead in the count 0-1. 1 out. Swanberg, the cleanup guy tonight, hits from the left side. 2 for 4. Tough out tonight. It's his first look at Kyle John. And that is fouled off to the left. 0-2 now. Zach Barron will be next. Gotta wonder if they may go to a pinch hitter. Barron did single in the 7th. And the pitch, 0-2, inside, hit him. So the go-ahead run now at first base, a hit by pitch. Aviators continue to have a difficult time getting out of their own way. Here is Zach Barron out of Cuesta College.
Next for the Batcats, number 27, Zach Barron.
Barron 1 for 4 today. Singled in the 7th, stole a base, was stranded. Couple of strikeouts. First and second now, just 1 out. High and in, ball 1. Aviators coaching staff still looking for that one guy to come in and slam the door. Pretty much take the ball game in their own hands. 1 ball and no strikes. 1 out. Off-speed pitch floats in there for a strike. 1-1. That was on the outside corner. Pretty good pitch there by Kyle John. Count even now, 1-1. 1 out, first and second. Ground ball, double play balls, and the Aviators can get out of it. Here's the 1-1. Looks like they've got the runner hung up at second base, and he will be out. So Kyle Smith picks off a runner at second base. It looked like Johnson was going on first movement, went just a little bit early. And Kyle John stepped off and ran him down, and that's out number 2. So good news there for the Aviators. Tying run is erased. 2 outs now. 1-1 now to Barron. Batcats down to their final out. That is away. 1-2. 2 balls and a strike, 2 outs. Swanberg down at first with a hit by pitch. Two outs now in the inning, 2-1. Here it is. Off-speed pitch is in there. Good location from Kyle John. 2-2 now. Batcats down to their final out. Aviators can smell it. They get out of it right here. Aviators will take game 1 of the series. 2 more games to follow tomorrow night and Saturday night. And a 2-2. Off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and that'll do it. Aviators are going to come away with the 11-10 win. Here are your totals. For the Batcats, 10 runs, 12 hits, 3 errors. And for the Aviators, 11 runs, 15 hits, and 5 errors. Winning pitcher will go Michael De Leon will get the win, and Marco Gutierrez will be tagged with a loss. Kyle John will be tagged with a save. Same 2 teams tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. We will have it for you voice only. It was a pleasure having you tonight. And I'm Todd Hook signing off for tonight. We will see you tomorrow night.
Happening in Haysville, a beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities, great people, great neighborhoods, a great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville now.